Oh, look who it is. He's here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
There we go. What's cracking, brother?
Not
Are you going to be
much.
drafted or no?
No, I'm not going to be drafting. I've got the timing of dinner has is not timing up well with this right now.
Got you. All right, hang on. Let me drop the live thing. We're going live right now. What am I hearing this on? Oh, over here. Okay. All right.
Welcome to the My Mind is a Weapon podcast.
Yo. What's cracking? I see you in there, Brought. How we doing? What's up, Billy? BDE in the building. How we doing, everybody? We are going to be doing a drafters $15 2.5 million draft here. And today I will have two guests. I'll have one coming in later. That's Tip. Right now we have my guy PPR in here. I don't think he's drafting with us, but we're just going to chop up some fantasy talk. How we doing today, my man? What's good?
Doing good. Looking forward to seeing what you can do out here. I'm not going to join this one. Just going to observe and chat it up like you said, but should be fun.
I get the 9th spot. I've had the 8th, and the 9th out of 3 out of 4 drafts tonight, man.
Oh wow, yeah. I like drafting towards the end of drafts. I don't like being in the middle. That's my least favorite area.
I just feel like when you go past the 8, you're stuck with the AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson, Puka situation. And I'm like,
fair, but you're going to get two great combo guys right there, which is why I like it. So, like, if I'm towards the end, I'm kind of cool with going running back in a best ball situation. I've seen people snag like Bijan and Brees at the end. That's crazy if they slipped you that deep. But I doubt you'd be able to do that kind of a combo. But
I'm trying to go 5 wide receivers heavy here this draft.
Okay.
Trying, but we'll see.
Oh, I did.
So I saw your tweet today. If you guys don't follow his Twitter, by the way, brought everybody in chat. It's PPR Fantasy Tips. Great content. Break me down why I'm not on board with Jameson Williams and why you are. Besides the Bama roll tide, all right?
Yeah, the tide it flows through my veins, so I can't let go of my guy JMO yet. I got to see his third year where he doesn't have a suspension or an injury or anything holding him back. If I don't see him get some volume this year, then at that point I'm going to have to start pumping the brakes a little bit.
Yeah. So you thinking he's going to get a lot of touches out the backfield for carries like the playoffs, or?
No, not specifically carries. I do think he will get some carries, but in general, I just want to see him get somewhere around like, if he could get like 5 targets a game, something like that, because I feel like the majority of his targets are going to be plays that are specifically dialed up for him, like little screen plays, quick slants, maybe a deep shot here and there.
He's going to be a best ball hitter for sure.
I just think that, if they can get him rolling, I don't see how you're going to D up that entire team at once if they're all healthy with Amon-Ra, Jahmyr Gibbs, JMO coming at you, David Montgomery in there.
I think it's why I'm so low on Laporta is if the breakout of Jameson Williams is real. Jesus. Then I feel
forgot
like
about Laporta for a second.
His ADP is too high for me if JMO's going to break out, right?
I'm out on going tight end super early. I think it's risky. I think you're going to run into the same thing that people ran into last year with Travis Kelce. You get, people have been spoiled by Travis Kelce acting like he's a wide receiver 1 for years. Even the best tight ends in fantasy don't typically put up those kind of points. So it's just, I'll let them get, Laporta.
Whoa, Nico Collins at the 7.
Oh wow, yeah, that's.
And he get. I'll go for the AJ Brown.
AJ Brown, that's crazy.
Wow, my guy just jumped the gun. We also have what's up, Chef? How we doing? Welcome in. Bengal, how we doing? Amazing stream, bro. I love all the new stuff you added to stream as well, too. The little confetti, that's great. Also, the raid thing is ridiculous.
See, I'm starting to recognize some of these names in the chat now.
Yeah. Dude, he just had his stream was popping, bro. He had like 30 views up in there.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's going to come back. So I don't even know how much AJ Brown exposure I really have. I don't think he's worth the 8th pick, though. I don't know. I don't know why in my head I don't think it. but we'll try a new strategy here. Maybe I'll go for a hurt stack if he falls. But what was I going to say? Are the Lions going to be able to support 2 top 10 running backs again, you think, with Monty?
So, I mean, I don't know that they're going to be both top 10, but I think the offense easily can. I don't think the offense will have any issue doing that. Like, I'm not worried about rostering Montgomery or Gibbs. They can both eat. It'll just be a little annoying on an occasional week if one of them kind of has a down week. You know, that's never fun to watch. But in general, those are going to both be very good fantasy running backs, although obviously I lean Gibbs.
I just want Gibbs to please get one season without Monty, man. He'll go fucking bananas, bro. Hot take in the building. JC, what's up, my dude? How we doing, everybody? What's good? What's good? This is my 5th draft of the day, bro. Jesus, we are going hard today. Is it crazy to think Debo is going to outproduce Drake if Ayuk news?
I don't think that's crazy at all. Even without
Ayuk news?
Even without Ayuk news. I mean, Debo is not someone that I typically look for that early, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him put up crazy numbers. The guy is ridiculous. He just typically has some sort of injury that slows him down. It's kind of the same thing with George Kittle. Like a lot of those guys, luckily they have so many weapons it doesn't, hurt your team, your 49ers, but they have a lot of guys that tend to get banged up a little bit.
What's up, JC? I'm catching the chat. Okay. Billy Graham, you don't need a top 10 running back when you take Monty in the 7th. Dude, I think Monty's super undervalued in best ball for sure. Disco Ray, Bengal Ray, shout out to Bengal, shout out to Disco. You guys had amazing streams, by the way. You guys don't sub to them, make sure you do. Hot Take City, I sniped him so many times last draft. I feel bad. Not really, but I feel bad. Ayuk. So
Ayuk 2nd round.
Yeah.
Dang, 2 49ers wide receivers flying off the board early. See, I don't know about all that.
I think if he gets traded, I don't think he is. I'm going to say 65%, like I said today, but I think he goes to the Broncos if he gets traded.
I don't see. I mean, I'd love to see him get traded because it'd be interesting for fantasy purposes, but I don't see it happening. He has no leverage. There's no reason for the 49ers to trade him. Why would they trade him? It would be dumb.
I mean, we have 31 mil exactly on the books, able to pay him. I don't know how the other contracts and stuff work out with it, but I don't understand why this guy thinks he gets 30 million. I mean, he's not Chase, he's not Hill, he's not Jettis, he's not Lamb, he's not Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like, he's getting better every year, but he's not superstar status. I mean, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking for the bag, but at the same time, if I'm a wide receiver in the NFL, I'm looking to maximize my contract. So, I don't hate on somebody for trying to get as much money as they can.
So if he's looking for the bag, which is the situation, and he goes into a holdout situation and loses, like, I think the guy commented on my thing today, 49er fan, he was like, he'll lose $900K a day if he holds out and doesn't go. So I mean, that would be literally ruining the bag of the amount of money from $27.5 million that you were offered. To 29 right there. Like,
no, that's stupid. I'm definitely not paying $900K a day out of being stubborn. That's my God. They need a reality check if they're doing that.
I mean, I can't believe we don't have this done. This is why you get the contracts done early. I think you tweeted that too, right?
Oh yeah, totally agree. It's always annoying, especially when you've got a star like low key. I think Amari Cooper is kind of in a similar situation. He just hasn't been making as much noise.
Yeah, I mean, if we lose Ayuk, the Super Bowl hopes are gone. I believe. I truly believe that.
I don't love Nico Collins with the 7th pick, but I'll tell you what, Sky Trucker kind of going in. I like Jahmyr Gibbs and Derrick Henry back to back.
Nico Collins at 7 though, bro. That's
yeah, it's gross. I would have never gone Nico Collins at 7, but
I just
imagine if he had AJ Brown at 7 and then Gibbs and Henry. What a start that would have been.
I don't know. I'm starting to fade the running back early start when there's 2 of them. I like to get 1 out of the first 4, but not 2.
It's fair. It's fair. I think it depends on who it is. I think you can, because I've been messing around on some random best ball drafts, and I've gone heavy running back at the beginning, and I still end up liking the way that my team turns out. So if you see a guy like Derrick Henry that I mean, I think he could easily have 15 rushing touchdowns this year. I think it's okay to take a shot on him and just go double running backs in the first 3. I would not do something like that in a redraft league, though. This is strictly best ball that I would do something like that in.
Right. What's up, E? What's up, Jelly? Hot take, smash the likes, 49ers downfall, eat one. Eat one hot take. It's not happening, bro. We're not done yet. Do I jump on Hurts about 5 spots early here for the stack?
Hey, Billy knows what he's talking about. Totally agree.
No. Oh, I talked about Niners. He says AJ Brown. Let me read this. AJ Brown back-to-back top 5 season, yet takes Nico overhead. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That's got to just be like a Houston Homer fan or something like that. I can respect that if that's the case. Willing to throw away $15.
Jelly agrees with the 15 TDs. So do I. I mean, if Henry stays healthy, he's getting maybe possibly 20, bro.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, that would be insanity. But I'm not going to doubt Derrick Henry.
All right, we're gonna try and build in the middle. I don't think I'm gonna reach for Hurts here yet, dude. Laporta's here, Allen's here. We're gonna go with Mari. We're gonna build a full wide receiver stack here.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Someone has to pay the rake.
You're gonna have.
I mean, with the Texans, so like I look at it like this. Like I have Tank Dell as the one. I mean, if you look at the numbers last year where Tank Dell and Nico Collins are on the field, Tank Dell outproduces him in every single way, right? Except for obviously red zone, he's a bigger body, right?
And availability.
Yeah, well, he got hurt. He can't predict injuries. I mean, it's gonna happen. But now you add Stephon Diggs. I don't like any of them at value. I don't like Nico at value. I don't like Stephon Diggs in the 3rd round. I think is crazy. I think he's the wide receiver 3 on the team. And Tank Dell's in the 6th. I think he has the best value, 5th, 6th round.
I definitely agree that I don't like Diggs or Nico at value, but I think people are underestimating Stephon Diggs. Kind of the same way I feel about like Austin Eckler. I don't really get why they're being slept on so heavily. I get it with Diggs as far as value, just because there's so many good wide receivers that are going to be on the field and they're having to share touches, touchdowns, all that good stuff.
Plus, when they're in the lead, they'll be running Mixon, they'll be running Pierce, and they'll have the lead a lot. They're not going to be playing from behind.
That's a good point as well. It's going to probably end up being 1 or 2 of them that go off each game. But I think people are jumping the gun on I think you're jumping the gun on Diggs in 3rd. He definitely has I think any of the 3 of them could end up 1 or 2.
That's okay. Well, I mean,
they're all very talented.
Billy's saying Nico's the 1. Hot take saying Tank Dell is the 1. I'm saying Tank's the 1, and you're saying Diggs is the 1.
Not going to say Diggs is the 1, but I think he has the potential to be the 1. I'm not counting him out, but I wouldn't draft him assuming he's going to be the 1 because it's a risky play. I definitely think Nico is the safe call for being the wide receiver 1. I think Stephon Diggs personally is the safe call for being the wide receiver 2. And I think Tank Dell, I think he's going to have plenty of weeks where he is the wide receiver 1 for them. But I think for the season, he's going to be a little bit more boom or bust, up or down, compared to the other 2 wide receivers, but we'll see.
So if Tank Dell wasn't hurt last season, Nico Collins, they're both top 15 wide receivers. Stephon Diggs is a top 10 wide receiver who fell off a cliff last year down the stretch, right?
New play caller, though. New play caller. You can't forget there were some major changes, and then all of a sudden he starts getting like 2 to 3 targets less per game, and his fantasy stats fall off a cliff. I don't think he magically just got worse at football.
I agree that Joe Brady did involve James Cook more, for sure. I mean, that saved my James Cook call in the season 100%.
Yeah, I know.
That's why it wasn't
for dear life.
All right, let's hop in. Oh, dude, you're going to love this one. He says,
Matt.
Eckler is going to be a steal at 120. I agree with that.
Oh, yeah, Billy.
I do like some Brian Robinson as well. But here's the good one you're going to love. James Conner take. I'll let you go first on this one.
Hey, Matt, you need to follow PPR Fantasy Tips on Twitter. Go to my profile, type in James Conner at the top, and take a look what you see. James Conner is an absolute stud. He's undervalued every single season. It makes me sick, but in a great way, because then I get to draft him in every single league I'm in, and he's going to make you very happy. Yes. Are the haters going to say that he's going to miss a few games? Absolutely. He is probably going to miss a few games. That's fine. I don't care. He's still going to put up crazy points. Their offense got better. Kyler Murray is healthy. I really don't see anything or any reason to not draft him. If you think that Trey Benson is coming off the college football field and going to step on and take over for James Conner, and he's going to
crazy
in the back seat, you've lost your mind. And I know you're not saying that, but there's just no chance. James Conner is that guy. The coach respects him. The team respects him. All he has to do is stay healthy. And if he doesn't, the Cardinals are geniuses for bringing in Trey Benson because they're not going to miss a beat. They've got a talented running back to kind of take over and run with it. And then maybe when James Conner comes back, there's a little bit more of a split depending on how well Trey Benson does. But in general, I'm very confident in James Conner, and I'm happy to draft him on any team that I possibly have in any format.
Oh, and James Conner just tweeted out 1,000 yards is my floor, by the way.
Yeah, there we go.
Sickening, bro.
That's my guy. I'm going to have to quote retweet that.
Probably one of the best values that you can get at running back from where he's getting ADP. Like in the entire draft, I'm almost willing to say that him or Mostert.
Yeah, there we go. Put respect on
Yeah. That guy's he's gonna break, man. He's 90 years old. I'm drafting him in best ball, but not in fantasy. Not in fantasy.
Must start.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it in redraft.
I mean, you know me. I'm all over both of them. The only league that we've even drafted in so far that I'm in with you, my starting 2 running backs are James Conner and Raheem Mostert. So I agree with that up. I back the talk up. I draft who I say.
I know. I see that. I agree with that, Billy. However, James Conner is most underrated. I 100% agree. Keep your fantasy points on point today. My guy's genius, bro. Smart.
Let's go, Billy.
Almost like he's a running back. I love it. Benson will take over for week 5 from Hot Take, bro.
Yo,
the only way that Trey Benson the field is if he literally gets hurt. That's it. Yeah. He might be like a 20, 25, 30% snap share maybe to ease out, or if they're winning. And you got to think that Marvin Harrison Jr. is there. They didn't even have a wide receiver 1 last year to really take the top off of anything. I mean, they had Dortch, they had Rondale Moore, little small guys.
Like Hollywood Brown a little bit.
Yeah. So, I mean, with no quarterback play, though, as well. Yeah. So, I mean, can't really say that. But, I mean, it's going to be an electric offense to watch. Probably my favorite to wait for this season.
Oh, yeah.
Miss getting over there for the draft. Join your Discord. Thank you for joining the Discord. See, if any of you guys are new in chat and haven't joined the Discord as well, I think you can type !Discord, or I can pop it here, and that way you know when to queue up, join live, shows, everything. Why would you never draft Connor, bro? I need information on that.
Oh, man.
Are you Bengal? Blake, what's good, my dude? What's cracking? BK in the building. Nice little pick with the kid. How we doing? Why did I draft Neighbors? All right, how do you say Malik's name?
Malik Neighbors is how I say it.
Oh, you hear that? You hear that, Bengal? You hear that, Disco? Now, how do you say Devon? What? How do you say his last name?
Oh, I say Devon A-Chain.
So do I. It's the exact same too.
I think, but I'm known. My friends all like to make fun of me because I mispronounce stuff all the time, especially with sports players' names, and then I'll mispronounce it, and then I'll just stick with it just out of stubbornness.
I watched Benson while he was at FSU. He is better than Connor. Do you remember Connor at Pitt, bro?
Man, the James Conner disrespect from Hot Take City is hurting my heart.
I think you need to go back and watch some James Conner at Pitt and tell me he's bad, bro. I say A-Chain. A-Cane. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he says A-Chain. I say A-Cane. Okay, that's fine. I can give you one.
BDE.
Give me Zamir, bro. I think Zamir has a big year. I like this start. So we're looking at 5 wide receivers. All the bye week correlation is perfect. A.J. Brown, Drake London, Pittman, Amari Cooper, Godwin, Zamir White, and Alvin Kamara. I like it.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Opens up so many stack chances.
We got Chris Godwin moving back to the slot primarily from what we hear.
That's what all the updates say.
That is going to be chef's kiss beautiful.
You think so?
Oh, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to, for anybody that's a Tampa Bay fan and they're playing fantasy football, they're going to be so happy. They're going to get to watch Mike Evans do his thing again, and then they're going to get to see the rejuvenation of Chris Godwin. Everyone's going to be sleeping on him because last year he was, he wasn't bad, but he definitely wasn't good. Nothing to really get all that excited about.
You like the new coordinator with Canales gone as well for Godwin?
I mean, look, I'm not going to pretend that I go super hard, and I tend to think the more you overthink it, the more you quote get cute, the worse you're going to do in fantasy football. Any time that I've ever tried diving too deep into the details, it doesn't work out. And you know what? If I miss, I'm willing to own that. I feel like typically in fantasy football, talent wins out. It's kind of just, just don't overthink it is kind of my philosophy on some things. Could things change drastically? Sure. But I'm going to stick with the thought that Chris Godwin's still going to get fed targets. He's going to be in a more comfortable position within the offense, back in the slot where he wants to be. I'm pretty sure his wife was even complaining last year via Twitter, like tweeting out at the team or something like that. So
get him back in the slot. Okay. All right, let's see the catch back up here. He goes, he says, chilling, not trying to get annoyed about the BA trash. Dude, Brandon Ayuk is driving me nuts today, man.
Yo, look at this. I gotta brag real quick because I messed up with my dinner timing. My girl just brought over some food, and look how fire this looks. Oh man, this is the worst. That was the worst angle I could have ever given.
What is it?
I don't even know. It's like chicken with, I don't even know what this is. Sweet potato, corn, Brussels sprouts, all kinds of stuff. It looks fire.
James Conner, very, very consistent. I still respect you, PPR. Hot takes going
shout
all
out
against
Hot
James
Take City.
Didn't come out and say he wants him to pronounce it in a certain way. I don't know. I never heard A-Chain or A-Kane, however he said his name, pronounce it ever. Even when you hear it on the commentators, they always say it differently. So, I mean.
Hey, fortunately for us, it doesn't matter.
PPA, you're and I are not agreeing whatsoever. I like Godwin. I'm out on Evans at ADP. I think I'm out on Evans at ADP also, but God, every time I say that, he proves me freaking wrong. It's like 2 years in a row.
I draft Mike Evans with the biggest smile on my face every single time. I am not doubting him again. We doubted him last year because of Baker Mayfield. That was the reason. There's always some reason. He's too old, whatever the case is. Look at the dude's stats. Fantasy football is about stats. The guy puts up touchdowns. He puts out 1,000 yards without even thinking about it. It's crazy. I want Mike Evans all day. I have no problem.
I have done back-to-back years of fading his ADP, and I've eaten that bullet hard.
Yeah, I'll eat my L on that if he does bad. It is what it is. There's certain players like Alvin Kamara. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's fine. I'm not going to be mad about it. But in general, you're not going to miss picking stud talents that are going to get volume. It's just that simple.
That's a good point, though, BDE. I like that. He says last year he was late 5th, early 6th. Now this year he's like late 2nd, early 3rd. So, I mean, the value is a lot higher. It is.
Oh, yeah. You're paying up. You're paying up for sure. I don't know that I would take Mike Evans in the 2nd, but if I could get him in the 3rd round, preferably middle end, I'm taking him all day. It really, at the end of the day, just depends on who is available. I'm not going to sit here and say in the 2nd round, take this guy. I don't even like those kind of tweets when I see them out there. Everybody's league is different. The values are all going to change unless you have people that just draft straight chalk, which might happen, but most of the time crazy things happen. And, I'm at the end of the day, if the value's good, I'm drafting them.
Got you. I just took my first share ever of Brock Bowers. First one.
Wait, why your first share ever? Do you not like Brock Bowers?
The Raiders, I know they got the new coach in town, supposed to pass to the tight ends, but like you said, points are points, numbers are numbers, and the Raiders were the 2nd lowest at passing to a tight end last year, and Michael Mayer was all the hype, and he was trash.
So I was actually just looking at this right before we came on. If you look at the percent of team targets for the Raiders, Devontae Adams had 33% of the team's targets at the 175 targets. And then Jacoby Myers had 20% of the team's targets with 106. Do I think that volume is going to continue with them? I don't see why they would go and add a guy like Brock Bowers if they were planning on continuing that. I don't think they were planning on adding Brock Bowers. He shouldn't have fallen that low. I mean, I don't think that was their plan. You know what I mean? Well, fair. My point is, I think they're going to adjust. You don't draft a guy with that kind of talent to not get him the ball. I think he at the beginning of the year is going to be the third target in the offense. But I think if like Jacoby stutters at all, and Bowers is having a good start to the season, I think we could see a 100+ target season from Bowers in his first year in the league, which is pretty crazy. But
okay. I mean, dude,
the Raiders need to do something. All they did last year.
Remember the Michael Mayer hype? This guy was so good coming out of college too, bro. They were like Michael Mayer. He was drafted so high. Now they got two of them.
That's fair. That is a very fair point, and I was pretty shocked by his complete lack of usage last year. But Brock Bowers, I think, as far as his hype and just
he's way better talent, right?
Yeah, like the talk about his offensive ability is on a completely different level than what Michael was at, in my opinion. But we'll see.
Oh, I mean, dude, Brock Bowers has been the best tight end in college for like 3 years. John Meany says, give me a Charger take. He thinks Joshua Palmer is going to be the one. What do you think? Let me hear it.
For me, I mean, look, I love drafting Ladd McConkey. I think he is going to be the wide receiver 1 by the end of the season. I think as far as like targets, volume, I think he ends up being the guy. I think at the start of the season, Josh Palmer has the chemistry. I think he's going to come out, be the lead guy as far as targets. Production, that's where I get a little nervous. I love drafting both of them, so don't get me wrong. I'll take the shot on them, especially at their ADP. But like DJ Chark is added to the team. He's a good wide receiver. He just can't ever stay healthy. So, I mean, I could see it by the end of the season, some really crazy stuff happening. There's a few of these wide receiver rooms that I think have so many different ways they could go. But if I had to pick, I would say Ladd McConkey, Joshua Palmer, and then probably
Quentin.
Yeah. If DJ Chark is healthy, I'm putting Chark above Johnston. He was a first-round pick last year, and then he does absolutely nothing. Didn't even have like a single time where I was excited about watching him.
Have you seen his reception perception profile? Quentin Johnston?
No.
Oh my God, dude. Let me see if I can pull this up. It's all red, bro.
Ew.
He didn't win a single route. He didn't win. I think the only one he got was a flat route at like yellow. It was really, really ugly from Mount Harmon. Then I was like, dude, I'm done drafting Quentin Johnston after that.
Yeah, no, I'm out. Oh, I see Hot Take City. We finally are on the same page on something. He likes DJ Chark. Let's go.
Jimmy G's top target. His targets went down when O'Connell took over. Yeah, well, O'Connell's also learning the ropes too. I get that, BK. Who's the QB in Vegas right now? Devontae Adams is backing Aiden O'Connell, which seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have the job because you're going to follow your super stud, receiver. But DJ Chark is the guy. Going back to the Charger thing, I think Ladd leads in receptions. I think Palmer might lead in yards.
Okay, that's fair. I like that.
Oh my God, QB value is.
Ooh, right? Matt's going to the Chargers practice. It looks like on Friday. That'll be fun.
He is.
Hey, get us some good clips. Send it our way so we can post some original content.
I have no stack chance here, bro. All right, I'll ride T-Law right here. I'm due for a T-Law bounce back. I could ride that. The Charger room is like the hard. It's like the Texans. It's like predicting the Texans. It's like predicting the Bears. I don't know the three that's gonna hit. Or the Bills. Sorry, Bears. Bills too. Yeah.
No, there's so many. Bills, Bears, Chargers, Texans. I would say the Patriots.
That's Javon Baker.
Hey, I've been drafting them in best ball, so I hope you're right.
But I mean, I think Ladd is the Keenan Allen. I think he'll be the security blanket. They have no tight end to really throw to. So I mean, whether it can be Will Dissly or Hayden Hurst, I think they'll use Ladd like Keenan. He'll see more targets than all of them. But I don't know how many deep balls he's going to get. I think that's where Joshua Palmer's chemistry will kick in.
Yeah.
Quentin Johnston, I cannot touch. I will not draft him. Ladd is the man. I'll get the OG content. Here's a good one. Hang on, let me draft real quick. All right, let's go get. Dude, I'll go no correlation here. We'll just go powerhouse Herbert Lawrence. So here's how I look at this right here. He says Harbaugh pounds the rock. I think the Chargers throw it significantly less than last year compared to this year. I think it's the opposite on that one. So when you're looking at his Michigan games, they're up 27 points in like 12 of the games. So you get the Harbaugh pound the rock, right? They're not going to be ahead of the games in the NFL, but I get, Disco's point as well. He said on stream, which is a great point. He said the AFC West is always trying to pound the rock to stop the Chiefs, right? But that's 2 games a year.
Yeah.
So they'll probably run it more against the Chiefs. I get that. I don't see them being ahead in a lot more games than that. I see them passing more this year.
Yeah, I agree. They're going to be playing from behind, so they're going to have to throw the ball. That's really at the end of the day. I mean, they're not gonna get rid of Austin Eckler, bring in Gus Edwards, and then magically start just going crazy in the run game. I mean,
and they don't even have good running backs.
Yeah, I don't see it at all. I think that actually is a great example, in my opinion. And I'll sound stupid if this is wrong, but that is an example of overthinking it in my mind. You're diving way too deep. This is fantasy football. We're just looking for volume, looking for
and put it like this
common sense plays.
If they run the shit out of the rock, like everyone thinks, and you have J.K. Dobbins as your second running back, you're going to see Kamani Vidal in there by week 5.
Ooh, like J.K. Dobbins, though, there's nothing I would love more than to see him stay healthy.
One time?
Yeah. I would love to see it.
He's always hurt, bro.
Justin Herbert, I think he could ball. He could look like Austin Eckler, but the issue is he's not going to stay healthy. So I'm not even going to get my hopes up for that.
But are you willing to take the value shot on him in the 14th, 15th?
If I was, it would depend on what my running back room looked like on if I was willing to do that or not.
I guess that's a good point. Yeah, I guess that'd be my answer too. If I got good running backs, I don't think I'm touching them. But if I'm taking a shot, I probably would. I guess. All right, Billy goes, oh, this is a good one. Ladd in the 6th or Palmer in the 9th? I mean, they're both good value.
Yeah.
Oh man, 1
It
point.
Depends on who's around them in the 6th and in the 9th. I mean, if I had to make a decision just strictly based off that, I mean, sure, I'd rather take the shot on Palmer in the 9th simply because I can focus on
higher volume at the beginning,
where maybe I'm more comfortable with their situation. But I mean, I've been drafting Ladd McConkey like a madman, so I can't sit here and act like I wouldn't draft him in the 6th. I definitely would.
Dude, same here. I cannot.
I definitely would,
bro. Especially in redraft home league. I think I would go Ladd, by the way, on that one. Here's my sleeper of the year. Jaleel McLaughlin will be the best running back in the Denver Broncos room. Do not draft Javonte Williams. 100%.
That's a hot take in my eyes.
That's a hot take?
That's a hot take.
Dude, they don't have any ties.
That's some Sean Payton coach speak that you're falling for.
They don't have any ties to him. His contract is done next year. No one in the front office drafted him. They never talk about him at any freaking press conference. There's always other running backs. I mean, he's just mud.
I could just see him saying, "Screw it, run him into the ground."
That could happen too.
Like, why not? He's talented. He showed before he got injured. He's talented. It just comes down to health, at least for me.
I mean, that injury was massive though too.
It was bad. They shouldn't have rushed. I felt like they rushed him back last season. They shouldn't have done that.
He goes, other than Herbert, there's no clear-cut RB1. This is Disco. No clear-cut tight end one. There's really zero clarity. Getting the perfect combo is a headache. Yeah, I agree. It's tough. Draft capital required, says Palmer. In the 9th. See, if I'm skipping on Ladd, I don't think I'm taking Palmer in the 9th. I guess it just depends on how you're drafting. If you're going, if you're a running back and you got wide receivers, or if you're going running back heavy, there's a lot of things that go into that. So
yeah, it's answering these questions is like when someone asks you for trade advice on Twitter and you don't know who's on their roster or what their scoring format is. It's like, dude,
right?
Impossible. Like I can give you an answer, but it's not going to be a good answer.
Well, you just never know how drafts are going to go. But if I was going value, I would think I would take Ladd because I draft so much Ladd, but that's a tough one.
Yeah.
He goes Shark and Palmer to stay on the field. DJ Shark, this guy steps off the bus and breaks a toe, man.
Hey, that's fair though. Those guys are always hurt.
The Chargers D. Where does the Chargers D rank like PFF? They're like middle of the pack, right? They're not bottom, are they?
I don't know the answer to that one.
Bosa, Ingram, all them. They still got some pieces.
I do not know the answer to that one.
Look at this time. Look at this. Look at his time with the Niners too. I don't think the Chargers will be. I can see that. Yeah, I mean, right now, all I need to know within the next 50 days is where the fuck is Brandon Ayuk going to be at, bro. That's all I need to know right now. If he's gone, I think our season's shot.
He's not going anywhere.
If you're going to quote me, do it right. Gus and JK are not fired, Billy. They're not good running backs, bro. Not in my opinion. I don't want the season he stays healthy to be the one I finally start drafting him. That's how everyone thinks about J.K. Dobbins. I've heard that from like 10 people. Like, I don't want the one season. I don't take the shot on it to be the one he's healthy. He's so risky, man. He's like an 88% risk for another injury again. Chargers will have to throw. J.K. Dobbins is a great RB5 upside. I agree with the late shot, depending on how you draft it. Algier, hot take from Matt, says tops the running back list by the end of the year. If Bijan Robinson goes down, that could happen.
Oh, I mean, sure. If we're predicting a Bijan Robinson injury, I would still actually no. I'm out on that take. I don't even care if Bijan gets hurt.
I mean, I think Bijan's about to go bananas.
He's good. Don't get me wrong. Like I would pick him up off waiver wire, Algier, 100%. But he's not going to be. What was that? Top 10?
Dude, if Bijan goes down, he could be a top 10, bro. I think so. He's a solid handcuff.
I just don't see that much upside. He would be a very good handcuff, and he would come in and he would help your fantasy team. But top 10, I guess
he would have to go down week 1, right? He would have to get hurt week 1, and Algier would have to play the whole season to be top 10. It's the only way.
Hey, let's not even talk about that.
Jelly said the Chargers would be his top 5 from last year. San Fran's downfall. Yeah, we might be in trouble with
touch grass 49er fans.
Someone brought that up today too. Cowing. I forget who. I think we were in. What stream was that? I think it was a Discos or something. Jacob Cowing late dart throw could be nice. 24% Dobbins last year. Waves. Oh my god, that hurts. Didn't Algier top the list 2 seasons ago? Dude, I think Algier was like. I mean, look at this. I don't want to quote the wrong thing. I think he averaged like 13 points 1 year and 0.5. Not positive, but let's see. I mean, I'm fully. I would put him as the number 1 handcuff if Bijan went down.
Okay. Wow. Here's a random question, and they can answer in the chat as well.
Trey Benson or what?
What was that?
Who would you put as the number 1 handcuff?
Number 1 handcuff. Man.
Trey Benson, Blake Corum. Because I guess,
yeah. I'd rather have. I feel like I'd rather have one of them just because of I just trust that their teams would kind of be forced to give them the ball. I do think Algier would still get the ball a lot. I don't know.
Algier's just a big boy, though.
I just don't see top 10. I don't see top 10 upside there. But who would you go with if you had to choose between drafting Brandon Cooks or Jerry Jeudy? Who's your pick?
Brandon Cooks or Jerry Jeudy? How did this come from handcuff running backs to throwing me a tough one?
Those are 2 guys that I've been thinking about.
I don't trust Jerry Jeudy. I don't trust him.
Those are 2 guys I've been thinking about lately, and I was curious. I want to see in the chat who they would go with too, out of Cooks or Jerry Jeudy.
All right, chat, let me hear it. Brandon Cooks or Jerry Jeudy? Dude, the Cowboys' run game is going to be decimated. Their offensive line is decimated. They're going to be passing the ball so much, the volume that Cooks will see to me is more than. That'd be my answer. Best handcuff in football is Braylon Allen. Yet to be seen, I guess, with him. I would rather pick, someone that's got 1,000 yards like Algier in a season before before
Bijan got there. It's a fair point.
Man, Braylon Allen is fucking built in a lab, bro. That guy is jacked to the max, dude. It's crazy. Okay, where we at here?
All right, looks like the chat's going Brandon Cooks all day.
I can't stop drafting Greg Dortch.
That's fair.
You like
Dortch?
You like Jeudy over him?
No. I was just curious who they would go with. I was trying to think of someone that maybe could tempt people to go the other way. I mean, I like, that's the Bama in me. I love Jerry Jeudy. I think it's a great opportunity for him to get on a new offense. And if Deshaun Watson can actually stay healthy, last year he did look like he could, kind of sling the rock again a little bit.
But that's another risk, though. That's
It is. But I mean, all I know is that the opportunity is there, which I like. Elijah Moore had the opportunity. I was shocked that I thought that he just got screwed by the New York Jets, and then he moved over to the Browns, got some volume, did nothing with it. I don't know if that was because of the quality of the targets or what the deal was, but that was pretty disappointing. So I'm happy to see Jerry Jeudy. It looks like he's going to get a chance to step into that role. But I definitely would go Brandon Cooks over Jerry Jeudy just based on his, it seems like he's got a better ability in the red zone. He's going to be,
and they got Kellen Moore now.
Second option, I would say. It's like between Ferguson and Brandon Cooks, basically.
I think Ferguson's going to be the red zone monster, just like last year. But
yeah.
CeeDee Lamb's still going to see a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting because Judy's going to be playing in the slot, too. So that's like, the only interesting thing. Saying Brandon Cooks is trash, Gelly, is absolute nonsense. He has 10,000 yards in 9 years, bro. That's nonsense. For 9,000 yards in 9 years. That 1,000-yard average a year. Let me get to Disco here.
Oh, yeah. Cooks isn't trash.
Cooks is a model consistency. Judy doesn't exist. See, 100%. Third, yeah. I mean, that's a tough one. You could say he's the third option because Njoku's breakout last year, but again, like I've said it a bunch of times, Deshaun Watson likes his receivers, bro.
Yeah, agreed. I'm not sold on Njoku having that volume again. That was a Flacco deal, I think.
It's yeah. I mean, yeah. I go on the same thing as that. I think it was too.
And Ferguson, I have as a lock I want to say I've got him as a lock as a top 10 tight end. I don't see there's any chance of him not being a top 10.
Oh, I have him. Yeah, for sure. Top 10. 100%.
We got BDE saying he's not finishing as a top 10 tight end.
Ferguson, I'll take that bet. I'll take that.
I would lock that one in.
Ferguson and he hasn't even scratched the surface according to his own comments, by the way. What did he say? I haven't even scratched the surface. And you got only Schoonmaker behind him, who they did draft. But I'm super high. I think Ferguson is the best value you can get at tight end this season. 100%. Or Evan Ingram, one of them in the middle.
Ooh, Evan Ingram, Jake Ferguson. Those are easily my two favorite value tight ends. All day, every draft.
Every draft.
If I'm going to go early-ish, I consider him like a value early tight end, Dalton Kincaid. All day.
Dalton Kincaid is fucking like third, fourth round, though.
Compared to the other early tight ends, I feel like you can get Kincaid after Trey McBride, after Travis Kelce, after Sam Laporta, depending on the draft, after Mark Andrews. Like it kind of just depends. But I think Kincaid you can get as like the fifth tight end.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he could be a top 5 tight end too. I mean,
yeah,
I have him at 7 in my top 10 rankings, but he could be top 5 easy.
Who would be your top 5 tight ends for PPR redraft?
You already know my number 1, Trey.
Oh yeah, that's Trey McBride all day.
Dude, I've been calling him for years, man. That's my guy. Let's see here, quarterback. I need to make a play here. Hang on, I'm on the clock. I'm not paying attention for shit.
Oh yeah, you're good.
In round 18.
All right, while you do that, top 5 tight ends: Sam Laporta, Travis Kelce, Trey McBride.
Why Kels over McBride? Why?
No, that's not an order. I'm just
okay.
The question is, does Mark Andrews stay healthy? Because if he does, I've got him as a
tight end 1, right?
Yeah. So Sam Laporta, Trey McBride, Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews. And then it's basically for me between Trey McBride, or wait, did I say McBride? I think I did. Sorry. Sam Laporta, Trey McBride, Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce. I'm gonna ride with my guy Dalton Kincaid there as the 5th.
I like it as well. I think I'm going in order: Trey McBride, Mark Andrews if he's healthy, Sam Laporta 3rd, Travis Kelce, Dalton Kincaid, Evan Ingram, Jake Ferguson.
Oh, I love that. I'm with you.
But I mean, if Njoku pops like he did last year, he could be another. I mean, if it carries over, he could be another up there.
Oh yeah,
that's like the top 8.
It's not even. I'm not even.
Or Kittle. If Ayuk is gone, he gets another boost. So I mean, he's got to be 8.
See, I like Kittle, but he is like the king. He's like the king of like a best ball tight end because he just will have these crazy big games, but then he'll have a couple games where he does nothing, and it's because they just have too much talent. And you can even see if you've been watching the receivers thing on Netflix, he loves just making the good play. He is not that worried about his targets. He's not one of these players that is begging for the ball. Although
he'd rather hit someone in the mouth blocking, bro. You don't care.
Yeah, he's a great blocker. He's a good team player, which I love if I'm a 49ers fan. But in fantasy, it just makes me a little nervous putting him in like the top 5, although he easily has the upside to be top 5. I just wouldn't draft him like that.
I agree. I think I have to put him 8, though.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Let me catch up a chat. He goes, Deshaun Watson likes happy innings, but sometimes people got to change their ways. Got to change their ways.
I promise you, he's still getting happy endings.
BK, to me, Dalton Schultz, I don't like at all at value for the volume he will see.
Yeah.
He's keeping receipts. Dallas going to throw every play. We did the tight ends. Serious question here. What's better for the world, San Fran or Dallas's downfall? The Cowboys are the worst fans I've ever met. Everyone on the Laporta train. I mean, he was tight end 1 last year, Jelly.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
Most people are on that.
All aboard.
People always pray for the Niners downfall. Don't you know this, BK? And Purdy last year was coming off a UCL injury, bro. And he still was QB6, and he's being disrespected still.
The Purdy disrespect is wild. I will say that.
George Kittle is what Jared Allen would have been a tight end. I like that. Who is that's facts, bro. 100%. I like Dalton Schultz better last year than I do now, right? Because they got more volume around them. That's why. But
that is a crowded room. Yeah, no thanks. That would be like, damn, I forgot to draft a tight end. I guess I have to draft Dalton Schultz or Pat Freiermuth.
Right. All right, boys. So here we're gonna go back to back. If you're in queue, let me check the lobby real quick. I'll look at it while we're waiting here to see. 10 of 12, wait for the next fresh lobby, and then we'll hop in. So I'll look at a couple here. But the draft is over. Let me look at, we got Vaughn drafting at the 11th. I got like 3 of my boys here, IRL in here too, by the way. Jelly, E, Vaughn. Are you going to hop in the next one? PPR?
Nah, boy. I'm going to be in trouble as it is.
Brought you dinner. No, thank you. No, nothing. Just chatting it up. I like it. Let's see. BDE goes. I like that division to be a lot more competitive this season. Won't be as much of a cakewalk for San Fran. They're going to have to earn their wins. Yeah, I mean, Cardinals got better. Rams are super scary. I'm not as worried about Seattle, but I mean, they're going to be better with Grubb there, right? But Gino's just not the guy to me. I never come around on him. But let's see. Let's go. Vaughn's team. He goes Jared Tua. Nice little 2-play correlation. He gets no correlation at wide receiver, no correlation at running back. So if you're in there, Vaughn, look for a little correlation. I mean, I like the value. You got him past ADP, which is nice. JT, Rashad White, James Cook, Najee. Love the running backs. Tyler Algier, Jalen Wright. A+ running back group, right?
Yeah, wide receivers make me a little nervous.
Yeah. So Zay Flowers is someone I'm completely out on. I don't really have a lot of exposure to him. I think they're going to pound their RPO way more than they passed this season. He's not a true one. Pickens and Garrett Wilson, I love. Jameson Williams, there's your boy for the home run hitter. Khalil Shakir, I like. Bo Melton, you took 60 spots early. I hate that, by the way. 60 is ridiculous. You could have got him at the end of the draft. No one drafts him.
Yeah, that's a wild pick.
Luke McCaffrey, Zay Jones, Rondo Moore, Josh Reynolds. Your wide receiver room is really, really bad. Besides 2 people I like, it's really rough. Dallas Goedert, Tucker Kraft, that's even kind of a rough tight end room. I think you went way too heavy running back. You lost a lot of value in your draft. But he's also new. It's a second draft. It's my boy. So I mean,
fair.
It's all right.
Fair. I won't go in on him, but that was a nice donation.
That's fucked up. Let's thank you for the dono. Oh man, Jesus, he went hard on him like that. Okay, fresh lobby right now, guys. Fresh lobby if you want to join in right now.
I'm sorry, that was wrong.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
That was wrong.
All right, heading over. We got B-Rod at the end. Kyler, Stafford, Russell Wilson. Love the quarterback play. I'm really interested in Russell Wilson because I don't know. I mean, if he stays QB, it's great. If he doesn't, sucks.
I like that team.
Isaiah Pacheco, Zach Moss, Eckler, Chase Brown, first 4 solid. I'm never really high on Charbonnet. I'm always K9. Vidal, we were talking about. You got him 20 or 15 or 12, was it 13 after? That's nice. I don't trust the Charger running back room. I don't know how it's going to play out. CEH, one of the better handcuffs. Puka, Marvin, Dell, Ridley, Lockett. I think you might have needed like maybe a little more wide receiver depth because you have 2 buys and kind of old heads, except for this is injury risk with Tank.
He needs Ridley to ball.
Yeah, you need Ridley to ball. I love the tight end room though. I love Fant.
Yeah.
I think Fant has a breakout year more than most do. Evan Ingram and Sinat, nice. I like that team. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'd put it that way. You sold me on CEH. Yeah, he's one of the better handcuffs. I will give that to Disco. Yes.
Oh, ew. Out on CEH. Completely out.
Oh, change his mind. Let me hear it. Why?
Honestly, ever since he came into the league, I've been out. That's kind of one of my just stubborn calls that like nothing excites me about CEH at all. You would never catch him on my team.
Why? Just that's it?
I just don't think he's good. Like I genuinely just don't think he's good.
Even when he came out for his first game as a rookie and dropped like 40 points?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I know.
There's been a lot of games since that. When you've got to dig back to the first game of his rookie season.
Yeah, that's rough.
Trouble. But there's a reason Pacheco was brought in and took over. We'll say that. McKinnon was getting touches over him.
That's true. That's true. But Kennon's though, he's Andy Reid's boy though. So I mean,
hey, I get that. Still, McKinnon's he's a nice little pass catching running back, but he's nothing special either.
He won some leagues
at this point.
A year and a half ago, though. All right, let's look at Jelly goes Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield. Maybe if they hold, they hold. Maybe a third quarterback here. I don't like Baker that much. We'll see how it goes. James Conner. I love James Conner. Singletary. I love Tank Bigsby.
Yeah, that's a strong running back room. I like this team. I think with Josh Allen, you can afford to go 2 quarterback. It's risky in case he gets hurt, but really you just need Baker to do his thing week 12 at the end of the day.
Right, if make it that far. Yeah. Allen never gets hurt, so that's smart. Yeah. Tank Bigsby, I think I don't really draft. Yeah. Justin Jefferson, Waddle, Nabers. I love the top 3. I don't like having my first 2 receivers with the same bye week though.
That's fair. I really like that wide receiver room.
Palmer, Judy, Mike Williams, home run hitters. Darnell, Quentin Johnson, home run hitters. DJ Shark, home run. He went full Chargers, bro. 2 Chargers, 3 Chargers. Didn't get the Herbert stack with it, so I snagged it. Tight end room is fucking rough.
Yeah, that's where it gets bad. Yikes. I really like that team until it gets to the tight ends.
Until he scrolled down to the tight ends. I mean, Musgrave, I like Kraft better. He looked better last year. Conklin, he could be all right if A-Rod, could hit him. Parkinson, I like as a great sleeper. I do.
Man, Sleaze, you're nice.
Why? It's bad? It's bad.
That was a great way to – that was about the nicest way you could have put that tight end room right there.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, bro. Hey?
I mean, dude.
That's an F- tight end room. Let's be real.
Okay, there we go.
Let's be real. All right. La Flama Blanca E is getting better every single day at best ball. It's crazy. He was terrible at first. Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow. So, okay, E, if you're watching right here, you don't need Drake May here, bro. Even if you're building a correlation with Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts, that's your 2. You're set. Keaton Mitchell, I wouldn't touch really. Saquon, Kyron, Kenneth, I love. Antonio Gibson's a solid handcuff as well. You get the Burrow Chase stack. You get Jalen Hurts naked, but it's fine because the value fell a little late. Cortland Sutton is interesting. I don't know how to peg him yet this year, to be honest. I mean, he could see 100 targets. He could be on a different team. He could, I don't know what's going on with him yet. Kobe Myers is Mr. Consistent. Wicks is my breakout Packers player. Xavier Legette, I don't know about him. I don't have a lot of exposure to Legette because the Panthers have a deep wide receiver room. McMillan, I like. Baker, I love. Malik Washington could be a home run hitter if anybody gets hurt. Jake Ferguson, absolute steal at tight end. Dalton Schultz, like I said, I'd rather have Hunter Henry than Dalton Schultz. 2 week 14 tight ends, I try to avoid that as well. But getting better every single time, EA drafting for sure. Sutton goes to the Chargers. That'd be rough, man, if he does. I mean, then that hurts everybody. It hurts Ladd, hurts Quentin, hurts Palmer. I think he might be the one. If he goes there, what do you think? Sutton? Oh, I think he's gone. We lost him. Oh, he's gone. All right. We lost PPR. He got cut off. Let me catch up, see where we're at here. We are at I think 7 of 12, 5 spots left. If you guys want to hop in, if you are new to Drafters, make sure you use code SLEAZ. We are doing the $15 million Drafters best ball. Total points wins at the end of the season. There's no playoffs. There's nothing. You just draft your team and let it ride. Let's see here. We should have, let me check, see if tips rolling in here. Let me bring him in the tab real quick. Tip Major may be on his way in. I wanted to see his lineup. What did he draft? Oh, he didn't draft. He was just chatting. He was just chatting. Chef, what's good? How was dinner, my man? You said you were celebrating? What was it? Let me go back here. Actually, I want to see my roster. I didn't even really look at it. Yeah, we're coming up on 50 drafts, baby. We're cooking. So I went. PPR is PPR Fantasy Tips. I can send it to you, Jelly. Literally, we met last year when I start like my day one of doing fantasy football content, and like him and Dynasty Dad kind of brought me in, and his mind is like, in my mind, like the closest we think alike on most things. He's very good content, bro. Very good fantasy football content. Like my favorite content creator, like stats wise. I went. I didn't get any correlation, which was very strange. I went T-Law, Herbert, Daniel Jones, Kamara, White, Raheem Mostert, Benson, McLaughlin. All buys are split, so this is something I like to do. My top 5 wide receivers, I like to keep the buys split. AJ Brown, Drake, Pittman, Cooper, Godwin. All the buys are split. Then I go for home run hitters: Marvin Mims, Greg Dortch, Tyler Boyd, Van Jefferson, Brock Bowers. Man, I got him 12 after ADP. I don't know about Brock Bowers. That's probably the one time I'm going to take Brock Bowers. Tip messaged me. So he said, are we going yet? I said, we're live. I said, join the tab. He said, check it out. I'm going live with Sleezball. And I don't know where he's at. He said he'd be here at 5:45 or 6:45 and it's 6:57. So he doesn't come. I don't know. Oh, he said his computer died out of nowhere. Said his computer died. It's all good. Let me grab this. Let's see if I can get Tip in here right now. See if he's ready to hop in. Or if any of you guys want to hop in, I'm doing one more draft. We can chat it up. I can send the link to anybody in Discord. Anybody. Billy, if you want to hop in, you're more than welcome. James, anybody. Chat it up for a quick draft. Tip. Damn, did he come in and I missed it? My friends call him Disco Billy. So usually every single day, depending on how it plays out, because like pop-up streams will happen from Bayou Bengal as well. So like I try and base mine after them. Like a couple days ago, I went before Disco because he doesn't really have anybody that leads into him usually. But every day at 7 Eastern, Disco is live. Smash a sub on his YouTube channel. He is the one that brought us all together for Drafters, supports the entire community, retweets everyone's stuff. It's amazing. You want to do Friday bets and predictions? I do, BK. I do. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Tip Major. What's cracking, my dude? Welcome in. You missed the beginning. We were alive since 6.
Man, dude, look, your boy I worked, let's see, in the last 2 days, this is my regular job. I've worked 32 hours.
Oh man, just grinding.
Yeah, and then in the last 2 days, I mean, it's I got some breaks here and there, but yeah,
do
bro.
You,
I've been
do you
at the
have
port.
a Drafters real quick?
I do.
Drafters, We are in the lobby 9 of 12. You want to hop in right now?
Oh,
in the main one.
All right, let's see.
But while he's doing that, if you guys don't follow my guy Tip, his content is amazing. He even does videos. He'll just sit there and chat it out, talk. I believe you're the Raiders guy for. I don't want to say the wrong thing. What is it?
It's for high point content creators.
I
Yeah.
think that's like the Des Bryant side of things, right?
Yeah, Luke Sawhook. Des pops in there, from time to time, but mainly Luke Sawhook, Personal Corner. Those are the guys that are doing their thing over there, man. And there's some stuff coming down the pipe. I can't really talk about it, but yeah.
Oh, let me know. Where's the insight, bro? Let me know.
I don't even know. I mean, I know a little bit, but not enough to divulge information.
I think you have a space coming up as well. Tip and trick, or tip and what is it? I said it hella wrong.
Man, all right, you guys. First of all, you're always talking about. No, wait, no. You guys are always talking about man meat. I got my man meat for this guy. My man meat. I'm sorry, that's just that. I'm not gonna talk about anybody's man meat. But it's the Rip and Tip space.
There it is. I was off. Rip and Tip with Michael Ripe, right? Or Rip?
Rippy.
Okay.
Yeah, I call him the Ripper because anytime
in Vegas.
Anytime you get called the Ripper by my guy, what's the dude's name on I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. He's got the TV show and everything on ESPN. Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee called him the Ripper, so I was like, I'm taking that name too. I'm calling him the Ripper. So, but yeah, man. I mean, he's my guy. I also got a couple other spaces. One with Bob Harris that we do. It's called Fantasy Spaces every Monday night during season. So hopefully we get that off and popping again. I'm excited about that.
I was in all those spaces last year, man. We kind of met at the beginning. So when I dropped my man meat Jelani Woods 10 touchdown, and he freaking never played a game, dude.
Man. It's crazy. I met you the first time I met you. Real quick story, because I mean this guy here is like badass. Everybody, he's cool cat. I met you the first time I met you was with D-Bro. D-Bro was doing spaces, and and when I popped in on D-Bro, I was like, man, I heavily followed that guy. On YouTube, and I just liked his persona. I liked everything. I don't know. I thought he was a cool dude. And so yeah, I met you on one of his spaces, man. And
I think it was Fantasy Pros, right?
It was D-Bro Fantasy Pros, yeah. But I mean, I think he was. I mean, yes, he always talks about his Fantasy Pro stuff, but it was just him on spaces, man. That's the kind of guy. Like, he's a cool, down to earth dude who'll do spaces with you. And
do you like spaces better than videos?
I like videos too, man. I like it all, bro. Anything that's gonna get the name of fantasy football out there with some cool people, I like it all, man. I'm just down to talk fantasy football
all day, every day,
bro. It don't matter. I mean, look, I could be sitting on the street talking to somebody about it. I could be at work talking to somebody. I could be on spaces. I could be with you. It doesn't matter, bro. Like obviously, you saw me talking to myself yesterday in the camera, so I mean, hey, bro, like that's how it is with me in fantasy football. But are you guys already drafting this thing? I'm sorry, I'm over here babbling.
Yeah, we got in the draft.
Okay. That's cool.
So I have E at 4, me at 6, Huhames at 7, Jellyman at 10, and Quasi at 11. So we got 6 baller fam in here. Thank you guys for being here.
Here you go. What you gonna do, man? You better go and do it.
I'm going Bijan.
Mm-hmm.
All day. All right. So what I want, we got Tip on. We're just going to chop it up. But what I want, since you gave it to me last year, I want your boldest fantasy take of the season besides the CJ 6K.
Oh, I can't. Oh, man. Come on. I was going to give that. I can't give them all out. Oh, wow.
So first of all, he goes, CJ Stroud is going to throw for 6,000 yards this season. That's his bold call number 1. Yeah. Last year when we were on the spaces, I said Jelani Woods would get 10 plus touchdowns, and he never played a game. Great. Jesus. Now I want to get give me a tight end bold prediction like Jelani Woods, something like that.
All right. So tight end. Yo, James, what up, man?
James says, what's up?
Greg, was that Greg Kellogg?
We got James in here. Catch up with chat real quick. James says, what's up? Tip. Quasi says, late to the party, made it in the draft. I see you in there.
Quasi.
BDE's
here. I see Disco there. Oh my God.
Man meat. Tip knows about man meat, dude.
I don't know nothing about no damn man meat.
So my buddy Disco had to literally search for Jelani Woods' Twitter because he doesn't even have like a actual like big Twitter following. He only had 3,000 followers, and I confirmed that it was him, and tell him that his nickname is Man Meat.
Oh no, hell no! There is a line drawn. All right, so tight end bold prediction.
Yep. The boldest it gets.
All right, I'm a Raiders fan, right?
Yep.
This Brock Bowers kid, I'm telling you, I don't know why the Jets didn't do it. I don't know why they didn't do it, man. They should have got that kid. Give Aaron Rodgers another security blanket at the tight end position. This dude turned Jermichael Finley into something. Like,
I thought they were going to take Bowers. I did. Come
on. Like, what are you doing, Jets organization? That's why he went on hiatus for 2 weeks. He was like, man, what the hell are you doing? I got Brock Bowers here. He went gone. He went ghost on them because of that, man. That was dumb. But anyway, look, Brock Bowers is going to smash the league, bro. He is going to be not number 1, not number 2, but a top 3 tight end in the league this year.
Oh my God. There's the bold prediction. You heard it here first, folks. And the Raiders last year were the second lowest team passing to a tight end, and all of a sudden,
not anymore.
Brock Bowers is about to take him to the top.
Not anymore. I'm telling you,
Aiden O'Connell. Is Aiden O'Connell going to start?
No, it's gonna. No, I will tell you this. It has been a tough competition. They both have been doing really well. They've had their good week or good days, had their bad days. It's really tight right now, but I expect Gardner Minshew to, right when training camp starts, which is coming up really soon, I expect him to get his mind right and really, really fight hard for this position. I mean, this guy almost took the Indianapolis Colts to the playoffs last year.
I mean, last year the Colts were in the playoffs. I was lost.
Man, I look, when they got him, because I really wanted Michael Penix. I was down for the Michael Penix train, right? Oh wow! Now we talked about Man Meat, and now we're talking about Penix. Oh wow! Oh man, we're getting a little too. Well, this is not after hours. We need to get to after hour. Oh, 9 o'clock is not after hours. There's still kids up.
It's only 7 out here.
There's definitely kids up. Okay, let me calm down a little bit. But Mike. I mean, I really was after Michael Penix, but
I think that should have been the pick for the Raiders, and the Jets should have taken Bowers.
Yeah, but when they picked Bowers and he fell to us, I was like, wow. And I know they got Michael Mayer. I get it. But, man, a lot of teams are going to this 12 personnel. A lot of teams have been, really going into that here recently. And I don't know. I kind of like it. I kind of like it's going to make it easier for the quarterbacks too. Get those quick, easy yardage. So I think it's going to work.
Are going to follow behind Devontae, their superstar, who's backing Aiden O'Connell right now.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help that that the Netflix show, I haven't watched all of it, but I did hear some of the clips where he was just like, I'm ready to leave, F this, F that. He was ready to go. And then they fired Josh McDaniels. They got rid of what's pretty boy Floyd over there? Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy G.
God. Dude, his name doesn't even register with me. I didn't know you were talking about.
They got rid of him too. And man, it just was like they were like, we gotta keep this guy happy. He's not happy. We gotta keep him happy. And I saw a complete 180 in that Raiders team when Antonio Pierce. It took a week or two, but I saw a complete 180.
Grind was perfect for the Raiders. I think it was.
I think Devontae bought in, or rebought back in. Then the Aiden O'Connell situation happened. He had no choice but to trust that they were made the right decision. I think they made a good decision for his mentals, for him growing as an NFL player. But I think Gardner is really he's one of those guys. He's just fun, man. He's just a fun guy.
The stash.
He's easy going, but he's an animal too. Like he's just I really like Gardner Minshew, man. I thought it was a really good fit for them. Getting him on there because he's a competitor, and I think he's going to compete for the starting position. I do think he will edge out Aiden O'Connell, and that's going to be another growing thing, a growing process that Aiden O'Connell is going to have to go through. This is your second year; it's supposed to be your team, but you got this old wily veteran that came in and beat you out. So what's your next? What you gonna do? How are you gonna prepare every week, every day? What are you gonna do? So I really think it's gonna be a really good training camp though for them, for both of them. I think they'll show out pretty well in the preseason.
Aiden O'Connell's gonna win the job. I think you know what you have in Gardner Minshew. He can lead them to the playoffs, but the Raiders, they're not, even if they get to the playoffs, they're not really a contender. You might as well start looking for the future piece and see what you have in Aiden O'Connell and Zamir White, who I really love this season a ton. And I don't think there's if you're trying to keep Devontae Adams happy and get him a veteran that's going to throw him 30 times a game and they lose, what does it matter, right? I mean, he'll get his numbers. He's already a first ballot Hall of Famer,
Don't forget, man. Now look on that defensive side.
Yeah, I know. Mad Max is out there,
and you paired him up with Christian Wilkins.
Yeah, that was a huge pick.
They may have overpaid. I mean, I get it, whatever. But you overpay for somebody like that.
They had to.
You overpay for somebody like that, especially in the division where you got Patrick Mahomes. I think the Raiders are going to surprise some people, man. I'm not here to say that they're going to, sweep people off their feet, be a 10, 12 team win season. No, I'm not going to say that. But I think they get really, really, really close to getting to that in that playoff, in that wild card, man.
You get the Broncos twice. That's free 2 wins. You get the Chargers twice, which are tough. They play them tough. It's a division game every time. Chiefs will probably be real tough. You guys beat them once last year, right?
Yeah, but that was a different Chiefs team. But yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah, I could see 9 wins, but I mean, again, I'm like, I'd rather see what I have in Aiden O'Connell than Gardner, but I guess that's just me looking for like the future, I guess, but I don't know.
The future is Gardner.
Yeah.
Minshew mania.
Let me catch up with chat. I introduced you to these fellas. That's true. Go straight. What's good? Jelani Woods. So Jelani Woods last year.
Oh, what are we talking about?
When we were talking about a bold prediction, I was so enamored by Jelani being the number 1 relative athletic score tight end of all time. So I was trying to make like a bold call on him, and it never worked. It could happen this year. I mean, he could pop, but we don't know how it's going to play out yet. Let's see. We got Devontae, Diggs, Kels. We're going to go for a weird one.
Oh, this thing is just going along. Oh, wow. Nice, man. Okay.
Calvin Ridley, Deontay Johnson. I'll take a home run shot on Calvin Ridley. I don't have a lot of exposure to him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like Calvin Ridley. I like the Titans offense.
You like the Will Levis for a breakout? I do. I do. Big Draft Energy says, ask Tip who introduced him to drafters. I believe you did. Luke Musgrave, top 5 overall tight end this season, Billy. That's one of those
Billy Gableman
out of here disco lines right there.
No, man. That's bold, buddy.
I like the bold.
I like
That's it, though. Bowers is going to be 600 yards, 5 TDs from Jelly.
No, look, it's going to be 810 from him. I'm telling you, this kid,
810.
This dude stays healthy. He has no 810.
Okay, I mean, let's go like this. So Michael Mayer. What was Michael Mayer's
Stop looking
yards?
at Michael. That's the funny thing. You guys are comparing him.
I know they got a new OC.
Michael Mayer is a good
guy. Had 27 catches, bro.
Great tight end. He's a great tight end
in college.
But I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. This dude right here is a transcending tight end. Oh yeah, this dude here. He. Look, man, and you got Devontae Adams. All that attention you got to pay to Devontae Adams. All you got to do is continue to move him around the field and just let Brock eat. Oh my God, it's good. Man, I'm just telling you. And then they got Michael Gallup. You already have Jacoby Myers, who's formidable.
Trey Tucker is better than Michael Gallup.
Yeah, I mean, I like Trey Tucker, but I'm just saying they've got some little bit of weapons here, man.
James said,
Matt,
pick first.
Stash man.
I'll take Alvin Kamara.
Better get the ball to Adams, or else he's riding the bench. Absolutely.
I'm investing that prediction. I know it won't happen, but if Adams' trade is gone now today, or so they say. They said the Raiders are good there. I like this draft. I'm filling it from Jelly. I'll check out your team when we're done. You see the AOC t-shirt on the Farba. Dude, I saw the Farba pics of him last year. I thought that was hilarious.
I love
BD.
I love how you got Alvin Kamara in the 6th.
I don't like that I got him week 12 with Bijan though, but we'll see how it plays.
You got
out.
the 2 bye weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got my
D-Lot, what's up, my dude? Welcome in, brother. Trip is tipping. Dude, I mean, I said give me a bold prediction. That's bold. I mean,
hey, if you think I'm tripping,
top 3.
Look, who was that who said that?
That was Who Hames.
Who Hames? All right, Who Hames, tell me what your bold prediction is. See, it's people always trip me out. They always say something.
It's got to be a tight end.
But don't want to come out. Don't want to come out and say, man, look, if you're gonna say tripping, come out with something harder than, bro.
I like it.
Nah, what'd he say?
I'll give you a bold prediction for tight end now. Greg Dulcich is a top 10 tight end.
I like it.
Bold.
You got Bo Nix over there. Look, he's gonna have to favor the tight end. Dulcich, I mean, I like the guy. He's one of those guys. He likes the jean shorts too, and the funny haircuts and the mustache.
Yep. He's a little guitarist from Seattle style.
Yeah, but I mean, I need him to stay healthy, man.
Oh, you got a wager in chat. D-Lut, I've been promoting Trey McBride's title one for almost a year and a half now, but 100%. I agree. Bold prediction: Dalton Schultz outscores Brock Bowers.
Oh, look at this guy.
And then he goes, friendly $20 wager from Billy. Musgrave outscores Bowers in PPR.
Billy, look, man. You just want to give me the money. Go ahead and give it to me now, bro. But, all right, I'm down with that, Billy. Go ahead and follow me at Tip Major, and we'll get this arranged, bro.
I like it. I think I'm going with your boy Zamir. I got full Raider stack, baby. Zamir and Devontae.
I like it.
So follow Tip Major on Twitter. If you guys don't already, it's great content anyways, besides the bet. Make sure you do. What does he say? Bold prediction, Jake Ferguson finished in both touchdowns. I don't know if that's bold, though, Dadrian. I mean, Jake Ferguson led the tight ends in red zone targets last year, so I don't know if that's that bold. Bold's got to be like deep bold call for me. I didn't realize it was tight end. Let me think. I think Kels comes back to elite. That's not bold. You guys got to do bold calls, guys. Bold calls, man. Okay, anything to do with Travis Kelce is not going to be a bold
Christian
call.
McCaffrey is going to be the number 1 running back.
And Trey McBride, I love you guys, but come on, bold calls are like something that's never going to happen. Like when I said Greg Dulcich being a top 10 tight end, that's a bold call. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. Mike Gesicki resurges in Cincy. He won't be tip top, but he'll be a solid tight end. I like Blake all over him.
I like that, Blake. Okay.
Did you know that last year in tight end route running, who ran the most yards per pass play last year? It was Mike Gesicki, and he did nothing with it at all. Bold take. He goes Travis Kelce.
He does have that gritty though, man. That gritty is terrible.
So, did you drop the follow for him? Do you know who Billy is, or no? Is that just in chat?
Let me see.
Billy does the 1 week, I think it's 1 week season YouTube show. If he doesn't
follow me, I'll follow him right now.
What is the Twitter, Billy? Trey McBride is the best asset ever in high school. Dude, that's why I was so high on Trey McBride.
Billy's Twitter handle is, I'm about to lose $20 to tip.
Gave you a follow, return the follow. Let's set this $20 wager up. He sent it to you. What's the Twitter, Billy, so I can follow you too? 5 away on the clock here. I'm trying to get
I don't see it.
All right.
I see it. Stat. Okay, I got it. Stat lamp. Okay. I'm a goofball. I was looking at his picture on here, so on YouTube. So I was looking for. Okay. Oh, okay, he was at the Open. Oh, snap! All right, Billy.
Yep.
Golf fan. Okay, I can dig that. I am following him. Yep, I'm already following him.
What's his Twitter?
WGABELMAN. So W his last name. At W his last name. Gableman.
Stat ATL?
Yes.
Got it. There we go. Got you. Okay.
Yeah, he's reading a book. He's at the Open Championship. I mean, this guy here, man. Look, you need to come on more often. He's following drafters. All right.
All right, I got another one for you here that I can't decide on as well. Let me read. I'm catching up with chat real quick. He says Chase Brown started by week 3, top 15. I like that as bold.
It's so funny. You know, so sleazeball. We could do this later because I know that we talked a little bit earlier, and we're gonna talk a little PPR. So we will talk about that later. I love that guy, whoever that
Chase
was.
Brown?
Yes, I love that he talked.
That's
about
my
Chase
boy.
Brown.
That's 90 feet down the street right here, drafting with us.
I love what he said, man. Who was that? Who said that?
Maverick Media. 16 touchdowns on 32 receptions for Henry. He'll see more receptions than that, but that's 16 touchdowns.
Wow, he said bold. That's bold. That's bold. That's super bold. I don't know if that team scores 16 touchdowns this year.
The Patriots might not throw for 16 touchdowns, bro. They might not. Fucked up.
Let's be real. No,
my God. All right, so I'll catch up with chat here, and then I'll give you one. I got a good one for you that I can't decide in my mind. They slept on him because of New England, Miami, bro, because of Mac Jones. Comes across that ATL. I got you. Josh Palmer, 87. Jellyman, 29. Okay, got you. Stroud sniped by an. I didn't know you were in there. Quasi got sniped. Yeah, he did. One away by Jelly. Okay. So here you go. I've taken a bet. You know Dynasty Dad, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure you probably do. Yeah. So I took a bet with him about 2 months ago, before all the Joe Brady, Curtis Samuel hype came out. I'm saying Curtis Samuel will be the number 1 receiver on the Bills. Who are you taking?
I like it, man.
Even though Kincaid's the number 1 receiver, pretty much, but he's not. You know.
I really liked Shakir this year, but then he got hurt or got banged up. I can't
questionable
remember if it was a knee or something. I don't know, but he's a little banged up, and that's not a good sign when you're already banged up. It could be something that lingers for. I mean, he played through it, but he might linger. So I like that Curtis Samuel pick. But I really like this kid, Keon Cole. I think that it's not going to happen right away because it's a rookie, but he's been really loose. I've seen some of his press conferences. He's real funny. He's kind of jokey. Yeah. He's to me, he's almost like, are you taking it serious? But I know that he probably is because he's got big shoes to fill and Stephon Diggs. So I think that they're already working on some type of chemistry between him and Josh Allen. So I think that it may not do anything at the beginning of the season, but as the season goes, this Keon Coleman guy is gonna turn some heads. And I know people are like, oh, he ran a 4.6 40.
Yeah, he had a bad combine.
Look, I get it, man, but there's something as look at Jerry Rice ran, and I'm not comparing him to Jerry Rice, but Jerry Rice was a slow running 40-time guy too. But when you got him on the field, he was a different animal. And I've watched enough film on this guy, and I see a different speed when he's on the field.
You're not worried about drops at all with him?
I mean, look, Allen throws a hard ball.
A rocket.
He's needs to. I don't know. I just Stephon Diggs always had good hands to me.
Right, and so Keon Coleman's known for drops, and Josh Allen throws a blazing rocket.
He's known for drops. I think that is one of the things that happens at the beginning of the season where he may get a little bit in his head. But as the season keeps on going, as it progresses, is when I think that he starts to make that turn.
I'm going 1,000 yards for Curtis Samuel, and he leads them in the wide receiver room. I don't think. I mean, last time he was with Joe Brady, he knows how to use him. He knows how to use him out of the slot. He knows, and have you ever seen his reception perception chart? Like Matt Harmon does all that stuff.
Yeah,
he's all green, man. You can't guard this guy. He's like a Greg Dortch that people don't know about, and he's just going to explode. I feel like
the health is the only concern with me with him. And
yep, that's another one.
That's the only thing that I have a little bit of reservation, and I know a lot of people do, but I like him. But that, man, it's always and it's like these core injuries too. It's not like, shoulder or something. These core injuries are tricky because it's like all your core is, especially maybe not mine than yours, but especially as a football player. I don't
have a core, bro.
The core is everything. It's like the center of their body. That's why these dudes be 300 pounds and still have a six pack. Like It's the
Right.
core that's crazy. And when you got those core injuries like that, man, those things are. You think a hamstring is tricky, man? Just go firing on all cylinders and let that core get fired up and burn your ass. I mean, I'm telling you, it's. I've never really had a core injury, but I've had a strain from like doing sit-ups and working out and things like that. But I mean, those are actual tears, those core injuries. So it's I don't know, man. That's the only issue I have is if hopefully not when if that injury will pop its head.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll touch back on hamstrings. He says 4.6 isn't slow. 4.6 is kind of slow in today's combine. It's gonna get the heads turned against you for sure.
I mean, you got quarterbacks running 4.7, 4.
Yeah. Peyton Dennis is probably running faster than him right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where do you get the receiver correlation tree? It is called Reception Perception by Matt Harmon. Jelly. One of the most famous things you can find on Twitter for route running.
That dude there, man. You talk about taking something and making it gold. That was awesome.
Gold. 1,000 total for Curtis Samuel. Yes. I might even go 1,000 yards. I'm super high on Curtis Samuel this year. I mean, last time he was a top 25 wide receiver. The only time he was a 25 receiver was when he's back with Joe Brady in Carolina. And now he has Joe Brady again. And I think he's just going to light it up.
Yeah.
And you have, Gabe Davis and Diggs out of town. So, I mean,
there's going to be a lot of targets that goes there.
Yes.
I think last time I looked at it, it was like 260 something targets, man. It was something crazy because, Diggs got his 150.
And Gabe got all the zeros. So, I mean, that works out together with the targets.
Yeah. And then it's like, it was something crazy, man. It was like they've got a lot of vacated targets over there. Now, I think a lot of it's going to Dalton Kincaid. I think they really going to have some. But don't forget about Dawson Knox, too, man. Dawson Knox. Yo.
That's funny. Disco brought that up. He's like, he can have more touchdowns than Kincaid.
I mean, he can have touchdowns, but, Kincaid's going to be the yards and, he'll get some touchdowns, too, because he's a big guy. But Dalton Schultz has proven he can be a red zone guy. For sure.
You mean Knox?
I'm sorry, Knox. Knox has proven, yeah, he can be a red zone guy.
All right, we touched on it. I need to know this one too. It's the same kind of wide receiver room. Are you drafting Christian Watson this year at value? And he dropped in value from last year.
Yeah, was he like in the 90s now?
I think he was in the 5th round last year. Now you can get him the 7th or 8th.
Yeah, so he's. I think last time I looked at it was like
80s.
92.
Yeah.
Let
me see.
Verify
it.
I looked at this guy. At that round, you should already have a really, really, really solid foundation.
91, by the way.
91.
Yep.
So you can really, really, really have a solid team. You could already have your 3 wide receivers. Hell, you could have 2 really decent running backs, a tight end. Still waiting on quarterback around that round. I say take the shot on him because if you have 4 wide receivers, 3 really good wide receivers, let's say you have something like AJ, or let's say Amon-Ra St. Brown, Cooper Kupp, and I'm just saying these are your receivers, and I don't know, T. Higgins. Man, I would love to have something like a Christian Watson on my team like that, because that guy, when he's on, he's on. We saw it in Thanksgiving last year. I mean, the kid was unstoppable. The only thing that really stops him is his hamstring situation that he goes through. Jordan Love likes him.
Up on the hamstring.
Yeah, Jordan Love likes him. I think he likes Romeo Doubs too. Like, I think a lot of people forget about Romeo. I like Romeo Doubs a lot. But Christian Watson, if this kid can stay healthy, he's a Blazer. And to have somebody on your team like that with a good solid foundation, a good running back core, tight end core, I think he can become a league winner. So Greg Kellogg, I'm telling you, Greg Kellogg is such a good friend to me. I love the guy. The guy is amazing. He said something to me when I first met him last year. He said, Tip, a lot of your drafts are won in the middle to later rounds. They're never really won at the 1st round pick, 2nd round pick, 3rd. I mean, yeah, you start to get, but when you get to that 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, that's your piece right there. And it's something that we already know as fantasy football,
right? Because we do it all the time, right? Yeah,
guys. But when you hear from somebody who's been in the industry that long and has played that long, you know that that's something that's consistent. It's not like it goes up one year, it goes down. It's consistent. It's those are when your rounds are won. So I think somebody like that could boost you to a really good chance of becoming a week winner for sure.
So you like him at 8th round value?
I like him at 8th, 9th round value because I know for me that's going to be my fourth, at least my fourth, maybe my third, but it's going to be my fourth wide receiver almost certainly every time, and I would take that value.
Burned me so many times.
I get it. But then if you got guys on your squad that for the most part stay healthy, for the most part are consistent, it's going to hurt you. But that's when you go and get a Curtis Samuel maybe a round or two later, because now you're building up a piece. But now you got two guys with 2 injuries that concerns. So you got to get somebody behind him, maybe even a Keon Coleman that we haven't seen, maybe 2, 3, 4 rounds. Hell, I saw Brian Thomas, if I'm not mistaken, his ADP is like 122. Like
Brian Thomas, I think it's going to look. Yeah, about that. Let's see.
Take a look at that. Because if you get somebody like Brian Thomas on the back end and backdoor him with,
I'd rather have him than Watson.
But if you backdoor him with Watson, you got that potential for Watson to blow up, and now you got, and maybe Brian Thomas is doing pretty good as a rookie. You may have a little trade bait. I don't know. I think of things like that. I think of scenarios.
Oh yeah. Always like looking for the trade bait, bro.
I've always looked at little scenarios like that, and people are like, man, you like you try to get people. It's not that. It's just like you try to build the value in that person. And
okay, so Christian Watson's 91. Brian Thomas is 118.
118. Okay.
Who's around Christian Watson is Deontay Johnson, Lab McConkey, and Jay Season, who I would all rather have than him.
Lab McConkey.
Jay Season, I'm ready for the blow up, baby. I think he's coming, dude.
I like
you don't like Lad in the slot role?
I like Deontay Johnson a lot. I love him. I love him a lot. Now, that would be a tough decision because if I'm playing in a PPR, I know that Deontay Johnson is going to get PPR points. Christian Watson may get – I showed a stat the other day where Christian Watson in the playoffs, I think he was a little banged up, as he always is, but he only got through the whole postseason, he only got two targets through last year's postseason. Now, you got to understand those guys on Green Bay are never going to be real high target guys where they're going to have like 10, 12, 13 targets in a game. They may have like 6 to 8, and it might be spread amongst them. But those 2 games, Romeo Doubs had 12, so that's 6 a game. Jaden Reed had 7. I'm pretty sure he had some rushes as well. And then Dontavius Wicks, who a lot of people are talking about, I'm just not sold yet. He had 4.
He's my favorite.
He had 4.
Oh, okay.
And then Christian Watson had 2. So it's like none of those guys are going to be real big PPR guys, but they're going to have spike weeks. But the thing that stuck out to me the most out of that team was Romeo Doubs, man. Like I think those 2 games that he played, especially the one in Dallas, that showed me 2 things. They trust him as an organization, and Jordan Love trusts him too. And that's the thing, the biggest thing with quarterbacks. If they trust you, they're gonna keep giving you the ball. I think
also had the most red zone targets, right? Dobbs?
Yeah. I'm a really big Dobbs advocate. But you asked about Christian Watson, and yes, again, in the 9th, 8th, 9th round, 7th, maybe. It just really depends on what my wide receiver core looks like. If I can take a
if you're going hero running back, I'm for sure okay with him.
Yeah. I'm a big advocate for that. But that's just kind of one of the things that I like to do. This year has been a little bit different for me with the RB situation because I like Bijan so much, and I'm able to get him. Look, you got him at 7.
Yeah,
was it 7 or 8? I mean, like, I love Bijan so much this year, man. I love Breece Hall too. We were at a draft. We were at a draft where I almost got Bijan and Breece Hall, and you were like, "Oh man, you would have Breece Hall," and I liked it. I was like, "Yeah, I thought about that," but I don't know. I got something about Travis Etienne too that I just think that he's going to do really well.
Our fantasy group we're in. Our draft we're
yeah.
in. This one.
Yeah, so
yeah, you draft ETN heavy.
Yeah, I like ETN a
You
lot.
got Bijan, ETN, Tyreek Hill, Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, that's nice. Christian Watson. Oh,
I got him. I think I got him in that league. Yep.
You got Christian Watson.
Tell me what wide receiver is he?
You gotta pull up the draft. Hang on, I'm on the clock. 1 second. Let's see.
I can look
who's available. Okay, I need a wide receiver here, bro. Give me. I am so high on Greg Dortch. I'm not one to shoot. I'm not one to shoot the moon yet, but I can't stop drafting him.
Okay.
But yeah, you took Watson. I think
I got Tyreek Hill, Ridley, and then Watson is my third with Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman, I may have drafted before or after him. I don't remember. But so I got him as my
Watson
third.
Up to 10.7.
Oh wow, yeah.
10th round, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's perfect, and this is dynasty.
Yeah.
So that's even better value than redraft.
Yeah.
And as camp comes around, the hype comes around that his hamstring back to 20% to 18%, you know his value is just going to go up from there.
All right.
I mean, that's actually solid at the time. That's the perks of drafting early, I guess, but he could also pop a hamstring and then you're like, fuck.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
All right, let me catch up with chat. Here he goes. Diggs had 160, Davis had 81, so 261. You're on the dot with that.
Yeah.
Danny says, "Are we hitting the panic button on Ricky Purcell? NFI injury. It already looks like he's fine, bro. He's right, but you lose your draft in the first 4 to 5 rounds. I agree. Not totally. You can always pivot, but if you lose a superstar like your number 1 pick if you lose back to back, like 2 out of the top 5, you're in trouble for sure.
Yeah.
Got to make some trades or hit the Kyron Williams waiver wire. You know.
Look at James with the Burton. I like it.
Let's see here. I think I'm gonna take a shot on Likely here.
Oh snap!
Most likely. All right. What do you say? Starting with 2 running backs, even if they are Brees and Bijan, which I feel like you have to take because how rare of a combo it would be, is such a thin needle thread at wide receiver. Dude, are we talking best ball though, Billy? Because if we're talking redraft and I get fucking Bijan and Brees Hall, it's over.
Yeah,
that's ball game, bro.
Yeah.
In best ball, it's different because you have the 3 wide receivers. You need heavy wide receivers. But if I get
I feel what Billy's saying. Like, yeah, because I had that right. I had that. There's no way I could probably get that now. Because it was the beginning of the draft. I mean, beginning of the, I don't know, when did we do that? In May or June?
You had the chance for both?
I had the chance at both, bro. I told you. I went ahead and got
Tyreek.
I went ahead. I think I got ETN.
No, you Bijan 1.7, Tyreek 2.6.
Oh, okay. Tyreek. Okay, yeah. My bad. I got 2 Tyreek. Yeah. I was like,
you would have been shot at receiver if you didn't grab him, though. You would have been absolutely shot. You would have been shot at wide receiver. If you didn't grab Tyreek.
Right. It could because Christian Watson would have been my number 2 then.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, that'd have been nasty. Yeah. ETN, Bijan, Brees.
Yeah.
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 But I mean, that's dynasty though too. I mean, I'm talking like a IRL league with your buddies, like quick redraft. 12 man, whatever. If you get Bijan and Brees, you should be kicked out of the league, bro. You won. It's over. I mean, all you gotta do is handcuff him with Algier and Braylon. And you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'm looking at that league now. I like it. I should have backed up, but I was like, man, I needed a good wide receiver, and Tyreek Hill's, I mean,
yeah, he's unbelievable.
top 5 for sure, possibly top 3
yearly. Yeah. And he's about to get extended.
Right. I mean, he's still got plenty left in the tank.
With
at least for this year.
With the new medical, physical therapy, all the treatments, training, and everything, like dynasty ages need to be bumped back like 2 to 3 years to me. Like, I don't think year 30 is going to affect me anymore with players like it used to 2 years ago.
Yeah. And that's what I looked at. That's what I looked at. I was like, man, dynasty is definitely about building a dynasty, but for me, it's about winning like immediately too.
Right. Yeah. I want to win now.
Right. So that's what I was like. I could take a chance on Tyreek Hill for the next couple of years. Travis Kelce, he re-upped for 2 years. All right, let me get him. I got him for at least another 2 years that I know of. And so I was like,
yeah.
And I don't know, man. If I think Bijan's gonna do what Bijan could possibly do,
God, get Arthur Smith out of there. We're about to see Bijan be unleashed, bro.
Dude,
do you think he's gonna top CMC if they both stay
I
healthy?
think so. I don't know if that's not necessarily bold because I just see the potential.
Right.
I think he does, man. I think this is the year that not CMC just goes completely nowhere. I mean, hopefully, look, let's knock on wood, he does not get hurt because
that's my Niners, bro. Come on.
I never like seeing guys get hurt. But I will say, I just see. I mean, he has got a lot of wear and tear on those legs these last couple of years in San Francisco.
So if I'm at the one spot, which I'm at the one spot in my $500 home 14-man league, I got the one spot in our drawing. I have Devon Achane already as a keeper in the 9th. Do you take CMC first? Or do you not?
This is a keeper league, right?
I get to keep Achane in the 9th, yeah.
I say, who are your wide receivers?
Let me pull
you don't have it.
Clock. I'm on the clock. I'm hanging. Fuck. Panic. Give me Garendo. No, it's just a redraft league. No wide receivers.
Oh,
I'm the first pick, and Achane is my keeper in the 9th.
Oh, okay.
I've been thinking about getting away from CMC for a minute, but last year he killed it.
I think this. I mean, you're not going to get Chase. You're not going to get Jefferson. You're not going to get. I got to think about the guys you're not going to get. You're not going to get.
I'm between Bijan and CD Lamb.
Puka. CD, I just think the chemistry is really good with Dak, but Dak's been acting weird. Now he's got this foot thing.
He said his foot thing's fine though already.
I know, but I don't know. I don't like to see. Dude, look, you're on vacation. Why are you in a boot? You need to be wearing some slides, some of those Havanas or something, bro. Like, you need to be like, why are you in a boot, bro? Like, this is the worst place for you to be in a boot. If you're gonna be in a boot, sit your ass at home.
Getting caught taking pictures and shit. Yeah.
Like, do you want that much attention? I don't know. I know some people want attention, but I don't know. It's just like I don't know. He's acting weird, man. He's in the Dallas Cowboys
his contract shit. Yeah,
they want to act weird too. This whole Cowboy situation can get really strange, and so
take CMC. Billy says
I'm gonna go Bijan. I wouldn't be mad if you took CMC. Hey, this guy is been doing his thing for the last couple of years, but I say go Bijan, man. I say do it.
Bijan, that's the only guy. I'm not really as high at Breece Hall. I think Bijan's have a bigger year.
Yeah, I think it's Bijan. They play in the dome. They got Kirko. Yep. They got a good offensive line, a really good offensive line.
What scares me is Tyler Allgeier's a damn good fucking handcuff.
He's good too. He is good too. That's why you do have to I feel like you do have to get him alongside.
But I also look at it like Bijan. If I draft Bijan, at least I know my freaking handcuff. With the 49ers, I don't know if it's Garendo. Elijah Mitchell breaks his ankle every time he steps off the bus. I don't know what, Tough.
Yeah, this is a situation I try to stay away from with them because it's CMC and then who else knows? It's like,
right.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Dawson Knox early here.
Okay.
I don't know if I like this team that much, but man, okay.
Wait. Weren't we supposed to have someone else join, or he already joined?
He was out here at 6. Yeah, he was in here.
Oh, okay.
I missed it. He cut off at 6:45 right when you were about to get on.
Oh, okay.
He missed it. Just wondering if everyone else sees. He almost has a perfect number every game, catches everything thrown his way. Who are you talking about, Jelly? Is it CMC? I mean, Bijan and CMC catch everything. Yeah, I agree. Who Hams thinks the world knew Burrow came back way too early last year. Shame on the Bengals. Yeah. I also have Jamar Chase as my wide receiver 1. I think that
I have no issues with you there. No,
it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah,
Elijah Moore lost his job, Jelly. He's the wide receiver 4 right now.
I agree. I agree with you on that, man. I like Jamar. I think this is his season this year.
You think? Well, God, it all depends on Burrow, man.
Yeah, I mean, if they stay healthy, but if they stay healthy, this dude could.
Yeah, he's gonna go nuts. Over CMC. over Bijan?
I just don't. I mean, you think that if I was the Jamar Chase owner, yeah, I'm giving up a first round pick, but I would do that. I would keep him if that was me. I just believe in him that much. That's one of the guys that I believe in. I would say I think is the safest guy, safest in the league. I think
Chase
that right there, Chase, man, that dude. I was big on him. I was big on him
in the red zone with bad quarterbacks.
When Disco, like me and Disco, we see eye to eye on things, but then there's certain things that we may like not see eye to eye on. When he said that, I was like, oh, you 100%. I got nothing to say to you on that, bro. I believe look, we are in agreement. Yeah, we are in agreement, dude.
But would you take Chase over CMC?
I would consider it. If he's still there.
The volume of a running back is just too much for me to pass for a wide receiver. It's like I'd rather have Bijan or CMC.
This might be that year that CMC does something. I'm still on the Bijan train, but if you do have Jamar Chase enter into the conversation, I wouldn't be mad at you if you did it. But
okay,
I wouldn't be mad at all. I think we about to see. Yeah,
a Bijan show for real, huh?
That I think so for sure. I'm talking about Jamar Chase. I think we're about to see.
I know. I'm trading for him everywhere I can.
He could get the trifecta, bro. Like he could do
it. I think he can.
He could do
All
it.
Right. Man. So the draft is coming to an end. We got 5 people in here. I'll run them down and I'll let you grade them. All right.
Oh God, I'm so bad at these grade things. All right, let's see.
This is Quasi's team. This man won $200K fucking last year.
He already lost. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. He's got Kirk Cousins, Bryce Young, the quarterback stack of Rustin Wilson, Justin Fields. He's got George Pickens to go along with that for correlation. He's got correlation of actually I'll just name the players instead of doing that. Jahmyr Gibbs, Aaron Jones, Jalen Warren are his 3 running backs. His backups are Marshawn Lloyd, Braylon Allen, and Audric Esme, all rookies, which is the strategy I like to go for. Garrett Wilson, Tank Dell, George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, 4 solid wide receivers. All the bye weeks are correlated nice. Khalil Shakir, he knows about my guy Dontavian Wicks. Adonai Mitchell, Rondell Moore, Kyle Pitts, Hunter Henry.
I'm going to give this team a solid B. The only reason I wouldn't bring it to a B plus or maybe even an A is because those running backs are. You got Jahmyr Gibbs. I love him, but a lot of people are forgetting about the David Montgomery. To me, they think that it's going to be the Jahmyr Gibbs show, and he very well may get into that slot position, that slot that they were talking about last year. He may very well do that. So that's going to actually give more value to David Montgomery because he's going to be able to be on the field possibly as a running back.
2 top 10 running backs together.
They were, and I like David Montgomery, man. I know he was banged up several games last year. That's what kind of took him away. Jahmyr, they're going to get him into space, but he can run pretty decent in between the tackles too. He's just not a bigger build like David Montgomery. So those running backs, and then you got Aaron Jones. He's a little older. You got Ty Chandler over there that they're talking about. Jalen Warren. I like Jalen Warren a lot. This I'm pretty sure is PPR. I love him in PPR, but I got to tell you, man, Najee Harris. I've been looking at this. I've been looking at him for the last 2 weeks now, and the dude doesn't miss games. First of all, he's played all 15
0
games,
right? Yeah, 0
in his 3 seasons. He's 1,000-yard rusher, and
every year
always finds out a way to get 1,000 yards. And it's funny though. It's like one of those players. There's always those players that at the end of the year, damn, he did that. Like you don't want to watch it. It's like, but when you see the end result, you're like, okay, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. He had a hell of a year. And I believe the same thing with Najee Harris again this year. Tomlin, they're gonna like to run the ball, especially when it gets colder out there in Pittsburgh. So I like Najee, man. So I give him a B.
A B, okay. He gives you a solid B on that one. We're going to my buddy Jellyman here. I don't agree that I agree that
you already won the league with CJ Stroud.
CJ 6K. I agree,
6K.
Frank, but I think Jamar Chase is better this year for sure. But Amon-Ra's been more consistent, and I love Amon-Ra too. So I can't go against it. But
yeah, That's
All
my
right.
favorite player to watch, Amon-Ra.
Oh, he's so sick.
Oh, he's
I love this
fun.
gun.
Did you see that real quick? I know you're trying to get to this, but my favorite play of them is when they were playing Tampa Bay, where Reynolds laid out that, like, and that's another thing about the Detroit. Their blocking schemes are phenomenal.
Oh, dude, Campbell.
Like, they've got some of the craziest blocking schemes. They had Reynolds bust out that block for him, and he ran a 27-yard touchdown in Amon-Ra did against the Tampa Bay. I watched that play probably
over and
like
over
1,000 times, dude, because I just love how the blocking was in there. The scheme was brilliant. Like, it was beautiful.
The only thing that was bad was his scheme in the playoffs, man.
Hey, they're going against a good team, man. They
needs to make better decisions, and you'd be in the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah, just to make some questionable calls in the AFC or the NFC Championship game.
It was. I was a Niner fan. I was fine with it. I thought it was.
Yeah, I know you were. Yeah, that's funny. All right, let's do this, guys.
All right, hop back into it. We got Jellyman here. You go. CJ Stroud, Will Levis, Bo Nix. First of all, I never like getting 3 quarterbacks with 2 at the same bye. By the way, Jelly, same here with your running backs. You have a little bye correlation and wide receiver. So you're off to a really rough bye start. But I'll let Tip take it here.
Yeah.
So CJ, Will Levis, Bo Nix. Or you can see it. Huh? You just go for it.
Yeah. I really like his running back situation. Look at that, J.K. Dobbins, man. Look. This kid, if he stays healthy, man, he's still got it. If that's a big if. Yeah. But I like his running backs. I like Dre London. I like Kirk, Rashee Rice. We'll see. Palmer good. Dobbs, we talked about him. This is so far you are really, really, really solid. For me, this is. I mean, yes, I see the bye situation.
Yeah, week 14 he's gonna have Singletary, Zeke, and Dobbins, who might not even be playing.
Right. You might have a little issue there. Sam Laporta.
4 wide receivers on a week 12 bye as well.
Yeah.
But you got depth, but not great. I mean, you'll have Rashee Rice, Palmer, and Tolbert playing. That's rough.
Yeah. And you got Mike Gesicki. We talked about him. Man, but he's got that guy up there.
CJ 6K. That's it.
And look, this kid here, and I like how he paired him up with Joe Mixon, because now you're solidifying. I'm going to either get points in the air or I'm going to get points on the ground. And I might even get points on the ground and through the air if they double up. So I like that. Joe Mixon will catch the ball too. I'm a good B minus, just because of all those bye weeks. Those bye weeks are going to be killer at the end of the year. But I mean, hey.
So he's got a B and a B minus. We got Who Haves. We got 1, 2. We got 3 left. I'll let him get after this one as well. He goes Jalen Hurts. He goes 2792, which is one of my favorite builds. Kind of. I've been kind of leaning towards that a little bit. Jalen Hurts, Deshaun Watson, James Cook, James Conner. I love James Conner. DeAndre Swift, Chase Brown, Nick Chubb, Will Shipley, Labe, AJ Brown, Nico, DJ Moore, Hollywood. DeMario is one of my favorite picks. I don't know. Let you break it down. What do you got?
I like it. Who's his tight end?
You got Goddard and Njoku. So he stacked AJ Brown, Goddard, not DeAndre Swift. He's wearing a green jersey, and Hurts.
Oh, he's from Chicago, yeah.
And then he stacked Chubb and Cedric Tillman at the end, and Njoku. So he got nice stacks to his quarterbacks.
This guy did a lot of smart things. I like the Chubb is like his 4th running back, because at the end of the year, he could be a league winner that everybody always talks about. I love the AJ Brown. I love the Philly correlation, like we were talking about. David Njoku, though, man,
he's a risk,
dude. Look at, and this is I know you already know Sleaze, but look at his games with Deshaun Watson.
It's terrible.
And then look at his games with Joe Flacco. There is like a complete 180. Like, it is almost like the dude was a non-factor. He was a non-factor when Deshaun Watson was healthy. Deshaun Watson likes to throw the ball down the field. But the thing is, Njoku's a down the field tight end, but he just don't like throwing to the tight ends. It's very sporadic with him. That's why I like Jared Jeudy. But I will say, you backdoored that with Goddard. And Goddard could get some love in that Philly offense. So it's just health with him. Let's
So
see.
hang on, let me jump in. Jelly, it's total points on the season, bro. So when you have a bye week of 6 players, that week you're gonna get crushed, bro. You know what I mean? Like you want to keep your point. You can pop off 1 week, right? But you want to stay consistent. So like when I'm saying you have 8 players on the bye, yeah, your week 12, you're gonna be thrashed while everyone else is getting 150 points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense for you.
He did good. He did good with his buy situation. I mean, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have buys. There's that guy Chase Brown look, we're gonna talk some PPR tips. I got something for you on that one. We'll talk a little bit about that. So I really like this guy's team. I say this one, we're staying still in the B's, but I'm gonna go B+ on this one, man, because
B+. Okay,
yeah, I'm gonna go
up.
B+. Yeah, I'm going B+ on this one. I like it a lot. I like the Dylan Lobb. I love that pick because if Zamir White is out,
you don't think it's gonna be Madison?
Nah, bro. I mean, he's just a body to me.
Trash.
He's just a body to me, bro. I mean, I liked him last year, and then he just
Dude, he had like 7. Someone dropped a comment in there. Was it Quasi? He had 7 carries inside the 5-yard line for negative yards.
Bro, like, has there ever been a running back that you ever rooted? Like, I rooted for that guy going into last season because I was like, man, he's such a hard runner. It's his time to shine. And bro, he just all that weight that all of fantasy football universe put on him just made him crumble, dude. And it was bad, man. It
shattered.
Was bad. So I don't think he's gonna come back. It's good that he gets to be on a different team, but I think he's done. So I like Dylan Lobb for a possible sneaky, guy that can do something at the end.
Yeah. Okay, because I'm more on the Madison side than I am Lobb side. So okay, I tend to favor the rookies after they show me something. But
yeah,
okay. But back to the Deshaun Watson. I did a tweet on this about 2 months ago. He averaged 8.5 targets with Flacco and 3 targets without Flacco with Watson, which is terrible.
Don't fall for it.
Don't look. So in other words, you're getting Njoku, who won everyone a league last year. You had him down the stretch. He won me a championship. Yes, he did in a couple weeks. Now you're going to get him, who just
and then they shipped Joe Flacco to Indianapolis.
Yep. Okay, next team here. I think we got 2 left. Dulot, I believe. Are you in here, Dulot? You are, right? Okay. He goes, Kyler Murray, Jaden Daniels. God, that's nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Actually, you can just see it. Break it down. Let me see what you got.
Talked about David Montgomery, his running back after Javonte.
David Montgomery.
Oh, his running backs are lacking. Damn, bro. I was. Oh my God. Okay, but these wide receivers though.
Yeah, that's why the running backs are bad. He went a heavy tight end, bro.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Now that's interesting too.
And Sanat. I like Sanat late too with the
that's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Damn, those running backs though. It's like
they need injuries.
Oh man.
And I don't even have Javonte Williams on my draft board at all.
Yeah,
I'm not touching this guy
this
season.
Serious trouble. Man, dude, I wanted to give you when that first started with those two, and I looked at the wide receiver, I was like, oh, this is an A team. But
and then you saw the running backs.
Man, those running back. And I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like, man. But I see what he did. He did sacrifice a lot for those running back positions. And that's what
they are bad backups. They're all one injury away.
Yeah, I do. Look, Amon-Ra, Debo, Neighbors, Worthy, Pearsall. I saw him. He popped up with something. He's not going to be
NFL
practicing right away. Yeah. And Osivash, I like him too.
Why?
Yeah.
No.
I think Hyatt. Man, bro, I'm gonna give him a B, man. I really wanted to have the first A of the night, man, but those running backs are just
okay.
Although I love Montgomery, it's just you do have Gibbs there, and a lot of people we gotta be
B plus.
Man, B minus. Everybody's been doing really well in this.
Now we got E, and then you can get to mine, and then we'll get on out of here. He's going Joe Burrow, Stafford, Kyren, ETN, Stevenson, Eckler, Roshan. Wow, I like to see this. This is the best one I think I've been in.
This is an A team. This is an
Joe
A
Burrow,
team. Who
is this is my boy down the street.
What's his tight end situation?
It is Evan Ingram Hawkinson.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, now this is an A team, bro. Cooper Kupp.
Wide receiver depth's a little shaky. Besides Jacoby, I like Jacoby. Gabe Davis is a home run hitter. Josh Downs with Adonai there. I think.
Yeah, I mean those last few, I would say 4 or 5
home run hitters, kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, look, Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, Jaden Reed, Jacoby Myers.
Yeah,
I mean, you got all nice that, and Jacoby Myers is as your 4th. I love that. Josh Downs as your 5th.
Triple stacked Stafford, Kyren, and Kupp.
I like that too.
That's nice. He stacked Burrow, Chase.
Yeah, this guy here gets an A from me. I know that's your guy across the street.
There it is.
You probably want to give him a D.
No, he's been getting better. He was rough at the beginning. He's starting to get more correlation.
That's a good team right there, man.
He's giving you an A to your team.
That's an A.
Dude, now you got to break down mine while I'm chatting and talking shit. I wasn't focused on this draft, but you can break it down.
Bijan, we love that guy. Alvin Kamara, I love Zamir White, love him. Tajay Spears, a lot of people have been getting back on him. I like him too. Trey Benson, I like him a lot. I think good, at the end of the year. Your guy Garindo, that's nice too. Adams, Diggs, Ridley. Diggs went a little early for me on that. I know that's
I don't like
Diggs
early.
Yeah, I know that's the ADP for him.
I don't like it.
But I Diggs is a little early. I see the Dotson, I see the Samuel. That's nice. Quentin Johnson could be sneaky. I know he had a crazy, terrible year, but he could be sneaky. Kelsey, likely. I like that. And Dawson Knox.
Beat it up.
I don't see a weak lineup here. I would say a B. I'll give you a B, a solid B, man, because you got guys like Bijan, you got Devontae, Alvin Kamara. I really like that. Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert at 138.
Yeah, can he be the guy? I think he can. And didn't you double up Justin Herbert with Quentin Johnson?
Yeah.
I like that.
I didn't get any correlation. I usually go for all 3 correlations.
Yeah, I like that. I like that Travis Kelce though and Isaiah Likely. I think that's nice.
I think Likely.
Odell. I didn't even see Odell Beckham down there. Okay. Marvin
last pick in the draft for OBJ.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's oh wait. Let's see which one
might,
are you, Billy? Oh, stat.
You know what?
Okay.
OBJ might be a good thing for Tua.
Best ball. Yes.
He might be a good thing for Tua. Well, not that. It's not. I think he could be more of an intermediate guy in that offense because you got Tyreek, you got Jalen Waddle. Those are the burners. Those are what
attention, right? Yeah.
Those are the burners. So now you can concentrate a little bit more on the middle of the field with Odell. I like Odell, man. I think he might, 600 yards, maybe, 4 or 5 touchdowns. Yeah, I could see that, man. I could see him doing it.
Okay.
He ain't gonna be the Odell like he used to, of course.
Those days are gone.
Yeah, but I think he can do something. I think he can make some noise.
All right, we saved the best for last. The guy you made a bet with about Luke Musgrave.
This guy.
Now,
this is Billy, right?
This is Billy. Here we go.
Wow, Billy, you lost, buddy. Now let's see.
Oh my God, the running back.
Dre. Oh. You that. All right, Billy. We talked about Dak. We talked about the boot. You might be getting the boot after this one, bro.
Man, his wide receivers are fucking strong, though.
Yeah. Now look, that wide receiver core. That's a hell of a core. All right, look, Billy. More props to you on that core of wide receivers.
The top 6 were all my hitters.
Yeah.
In my book.
Yeah. He smashed it on the receivers. George Kittle, I like him. Conklin, okay. Okonkwo, I like Okonkwo. I think Okonkwo. I really like that Titans offense, but we're looking at the Callahan offense, and did they really use the tight end that much when he was out there in with the Bengals?
Pigosium, I just can't, man. I don't.
Yeah.
He's got talent.
He's got a lot of talent, though. He man.
They add Boyd. They add Ridley.
Yeah, Boyd. That Boyd hurt him a lot because that's a good thing you said that. That Boyd hurt him a lot because that's kind of where Boyd is going to be
third option,
lining up. Is right. That would have been Chig. But the wide receivers again are great. I'm a little. Those running backs are scary. You got you got a 33-year-old running back leading your team. Oh,
and you got all backups except for Jaleel. I think is the guy. So I love Jaleel. I can't dog my guy.
Yeah,
but the correlation is just CD Dak.
Yeah,
you didn't get any New England.
Yeah,
and any Minnesota. Yeah. But I didn't get correlation either. So I mean, this is my first time I did it.
Man, it's just he's.
I would honestly, if it's me, I'll go before Tip because he doesn't want to make it be mean. I would go C+.
Yeah, I was gonna say
running back, quarterback depth is very bad. Tight end depth is very bad behind Kittle. You went so A+ wide receiver that the rest of the team really ate it. Like I would have stopped at Amari Cooper and played a little more depth game and tried to build around it.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't. Dak Prescott is great. He's a great quarterback when he's on. I just don't. I think he's got more of a mental thing going, and then both sides are not. It's just not. It's not looking good. And that's going to hurt CeeDee Lamb too, because if Dak's not there, the start of the season, which I think he will be.
They lost 2 linemen. They're studs from last year, though.
I think this Dallas team is really going to
be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Be in trouble. I think it's going to be.
I say C, man, Billy. You're my guy. You're my new guy, Billy, man. Look, but yeah, I think I don't know how many he's done on these, but maybe he was just experimenting.
This is his 73rd draft.
Oh, okay.
So he's done more than that. He's done enough.
Okay.
But I mean,
this was an experiment.
It is a different variation.
It's different, man. I mean, but look at those wide receivers, man. I love what he did. He went.
You only get 4 of them a week, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you get 3 in a flex. So, I mean, if you're sitting there, you got 2 stars here on the bench. I know you can wait for injuries too, but you got Xavier the Get too, who's another nice piece. You could have added a running back. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he was just signed to see how heavy he could go on wide receiver.
He went. I love it's A+ room. That's that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did he say? He goes, all right, I'm a little weak at running back. Love the feedback. Appreciate it. Tune into 1 week. I will be on there. What is it, tomorrow morning, Billy, or no?
What is
if you guys are in here, his Twitter is his YouTube is 1 week season. He does a bunch of best ball breakdowns.
Oh, nice.
$3 million winner, staff of 5. There you go. W Stream, Sleaze, and chat. Got to head out. See you, BK. Thanks for stopping by. Tomorrow morning, I'll be doing a podcast on all my running back rankings for each team. So you won't see like Mostert and AK. See by team, my best player on the team. And then tomorrow night I'll be drafting again. And then follow him on Twitter and drop anything you got coming up. Thanks for being on the show, man. It's amazing.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, I've got, like I said, the Rip and Tip space coming up on Twitter. We also have another space with Bob Harris that's coming up on Thursdays. We do the Thursday check down with Greg Kellogg, Hall of Famer. He's amazing. This week we do have Pat Fitzmaurice from Fantasy Pros. He's coming on, so I'm excited about that. I'll be following him.
Is that the pot or the space?
No, this is the pod. This is a pod with Greg Kellogg, and then if I could just quickly plug, we got a Beat Tip Major League that full-time fantasy.
Do you have a link for it on Twitter?
That used to be. It's pinned on my account.
That's what I thought.
It was with FF Toolbox back in the day. Now it's full-time fantasy. I did a little partnership with them where I'm doing an industry draft. So far, we've got Bob Harris in the league. We've got Howard Bender in the league. Operation Dominations in the league as well. We got a few other people. I know James Co. He was in here earlier. I believe he's going to sign. He's going to sign up. We got the fantasy chick, Rachel. She's going to sign up in there. We've got a lot of heavy hitters, man. It's going to be really fun league. And the last place player or team, they get the toilet bowl trophy, man. So I can't wait.
Why can't we make it on Sleeper?
I don't know. It's full.
I will join right now.
Yeah,
make it Sleeper.
It's with the full-time fantasy guys. They have a partnership with Circa. That's beyond my control.
Okay, so here, hang on. Let's go like this real quick. I think I can cancel this. I think I'm this fast. Let's see. So if you guys want to check it out, I think I can. How fast can I do it here? Stop screen, share screen.
And you can talk about the Circa hotel because weren't you there?
Yeah, I drafted in Vegas.
That's it right there, man. Talk about that, bro. Tell me what that experience was like.
Dude, so first of all, I'd never been to Scott Fish. Didn't know anyone there. They made it like a family. Like you just roll in. He had a cabana. You didn't pay for anything to get in there at all. And then you roll up and the cabana's there, and there's 3 boards, 40 people drafting. The only thing that sucked was 116, bro. It was brutal.
But you were in the pool, right?
We would draft. We would draft and run to the pool. Draft and run to the pool. Come back, draft, run to the pool.
Oh, that's hilarious.
We went out as a piano bar together. We went to the clubs together. We went to dinner together. It was, dude. I'm going back every single year. 100%.
Nice, man. Hopefully, I can get there next year, man. But yeah, it's with Circa and Full Time Fantasy. We have a league where you can come and play me. Look at that. First place gets $1,000. You have to put $150 in, and for the entry, and you can win up to $1,000. Second place. Look, is that your dog? Your dog wants to get in the league.
Oh, he's trying to get in. What's up, bro?
Get your dog in the league, because look,
Lily,
it might have a shot at second place, not first place, because I'm taking 1,000.
Dude, I get it easy. That's he made it sleeper, so I couldn't get a lead. Yes, that's why.
And then second place gets 500. So, man, if you guys can sign up, check it out. I believe so. That's something that I'm not sure of just yet. Let me see.
How many people are in right now?
Right now I got 9 people in right now.
Okay.
9 people in right now. And like I said, if you want to have a shot at, beating me, and then of course 2 legends in the game, Bob Harris and Howard Bender.
Oh, Howard. Okay.
Yeah, with Roto Buzz guy. Look, man, let's go, man. I'm excited about this league.
Is it a PPR? What is it?
It's a 12-team PPR redraft league. 1 QB. Pretty standard scoring. So. But of course, once you get into the league, then I can go through the scoring and stuff more.
Okay, easy.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
All right, guys. So I got the dog barking, wife ready for dinner. Thanks for coming on, Tip. Make sure you follow and check out his page at Circa as well. I dropped all the links. I dropped his Twitter link. I dropped his Circa link. My guys goated. Next time, I hope we have like a setup, because we were just running a draft and just talking nonsense. Say there was no just acapella. Go as you want.
All good. It's fun.
It's always fun, man. Always good having you on. Everyone in chat, thanks for watching. Thanks for even having the tab up if you're in there, because I'm so new to YouTube. So all the watch time is appreciated. All the subs. I don't have any of that linked up to StreamYard, so you can't see like notifications. But if you guys subbed or anything, thank you so much. And I'm out, guys. I will catch you tomorrow night doing another draft. And then in the morning, again, I'll be doing a podcast. And then I'll be gone and back later at night. Everyone have a good night. Jelly, everyone, all my boys in here. Peace out. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Peace.